let me put forth how I put out the rounds. no, no, Diddy.
The AI chat is like you questioning a pen. That means some of the things you don't think your mans would say, and not in a good way.
Just Drake really calculate who's really is going up
Who
against.
he's really fighting? Yeah.
This is gonna be is not even the toughest battle. It's like, hey, this is of all time. You're gonna be your hardest opponent.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, never mind. It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love for once. Let's toast to victory. Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T.
Oh, my
am.
Stop
Let's go!
The Lord of
Mother
the
on that beat,
entire-
ho.
Monster on the beat, ho, beat, bo, beat, rap, nigga, he a freak, though.
He a
Man,
freak though.
Stop that music!
Hey, man, the freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside, bro.
I am the Lord of the entire, Lord of the every, the culture connoisseur. We're gonna keep it short because we are within the greatest moment in hip hop history
Oh,
of
my
our generation.
word.
Okay, we're gonna stretch it a bit. We're excited. We've got Fratpacker from the Sober Soldiers.
Yes, sir.
Farx, aka Mati Kedem.
Yes, sir.
Culture Chop, we begging.
What's up?
Business!
let's go.
We're not only bagging business, we're doing the highest level of business at this stage of the game. I never thought this moment would come. I'm glad I was here to see it.
Alive to see it.
Bruh.
What a anxiety and thrilled-filled weekend that we've just come from, gentlemen. How are
Crazy
you
stuff.
niggas feeling?
It's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
I'm
It's
super
crazy.
excited, extra excited too.
I'm
I'm tapped
exhausted.
in. I'm even keeping
I'm
my
also
comments.
exhausted.
I'm even keeping my comments off the socials. I'm literally just tapped in.
I ain't even gonna lie, dog. It's really too much on the socials. You know how I feel about Twitter, dog. So all I
Yeah.
do is like, man, I like shit. You know, I
just
Just
to-
like whatever
I mean,
represents you.
Yeah, I like retweet bookmark because man, I see people be going real flagrant when you saying you siding with something.
Yeah, people jump out the window.
Yeah,
like-
it got intense, especially this weekend.
It's
It
like,
was
yo,
like,
stick to your music or stick to your. It's like, yo, man.
They'll even say support pedophiles. Say you.
Yo, you
like,
support,
damn,
you
support a
man.
woman beat. That's
You
like,
support-
guys,
it's like
you're supporting
you.
the battle, please.
like, damn, we just enjoying the
Yo.
hip hop.
Yo,
But other than that, mad exciting times, man. I never thought we'd see such a big battle in our
real
time.
Crazy,
Real talk.
what a crazy way to shout out to Cat Williams.
nah.
I think that's the
Hey.
best way to start this. Shout out to Cat Williams for opening the portal.
Pandora's box, dog.
need-
It
we
went
need
crazy.
to
For
close it,
opening
though.
Pandora's box.
I wait to shut it down after
Shout
this.
out to Cat Williams. Yeah, and after this, please let's close the portal.
Yeah, no. After this,
And it also, actually, before we go any further, I think the right thing to do is also to say shout out to my moms, because she made this hat,
Believe
this
it.
fire ass hat,
Yes, sir.
handmade by my moms. I think that's what we need to call the label, ne?
Oh,
By my
facts.
moms.
that's crazy. You know,
I
you
thought
know
by my
there's
mom's.
You know, there's another brand in Soweto, right? We collabed with them on the team, Mama's Boy,
Oh shit, fire!
and they
That's
make
fire.
these hats.
Oh
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, and
I never
also
seen it.
Yeah, we-
shout out to Sims and his mom makes them.
That's crazy.
Shit.
I think it's that type of wave though, because
Yeah,
it's like
she
mom-
got into that through the knitting as well. She just
Yeah.
started sending me like 1, 2,
Yeah,
and when I posted them shits went crazy.
yeah. It's more his is a more of a alternative shape type vibe, but it's like it's the crochet wool. Yeah.
Yeah, these are
It's
different
that
cuts.
time
This is
because
a
I also
different cut.
saw there was like a crochet range that was also displayed at Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago out there by Mr. Price and a couple of the other designers. I was like, okay, make sure the crochet handle is.
No, it's the real wave. Dog.
Is-
As soon as I
is
posted that
within.
video, I got orders and like from like real people who fashion wise are up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Devin Goggles got one. She ordered one. Shout out Devin Goggle. Bobby Cooper ordered one.
Bobby Cooper, I saw her.
Come
in
on,
one.
we're going crazy.
Yeah.
Swag, swag.
That's fire. Zingers out here in one.
You feel me?
Culture connoisseur, Himity the boy, you know, Shade Game is his verdict.
Shout out
Talk
to
to
Nate
him
also.
nice.
Nate copped a few also. Shout out to
Yeah,
Nate the Bay.
shout out to Bay. She's always doing business. Culture is what we'll get straight to.
You don't want to address the previous uh, episode you wanted to kick off with?
What's going on?
No,
Let him tell you
you
the
don't
story.
watch my shit.
What's going on?
With a straight face, look in your camera out there, telling people at home you don't watch my shit.
No, I watched the shit. I forgot
As
who
your
the
mans.
homie's name was that was on here.
There was Dice,
Yeah.
Bulatino.
Dice. I saw
Yeah.
the Madlera part. You know me how I feel. You know, it's like, yo, I don't want to hear anything disparaging. You can't say.
With McLaren, eh?
Yeah, that's
You're
the-
also one of them niggas.
That's you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
nah,
we
they
going to we sending him out. Remember when Fred was on here just to show y'all watch this joint when he said you have to send like 50 soldiers to
Yeah.
represent the country in the sport of rap. Madlera definitely in the 50.
Of course.
Nah, he's in the top.
He's in the
4 or
close.
5
Yeah, it's
of
very
the
close.
niggas we sending.
50 is a
Yeah,
five
that's
But
like-
you know what I'm saying? 50. I mean
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like
all time.
oh yeah, all time.
The army,
You know? Like
yeah.
if they were to do like you know how the NBA does the 75 blazer, you know what I mean?
yeah,
how they
yeah.
did that. Like yeah, if South Africa were to do a 50 blazer of hip hop,
Nah,
rappers,
Globe is definitely up there.
Man,
Anyway,
you know?
the reason why I was bringing up the previous part is because I couldn't make the shits, you know? My bad on that. But
Yeah, by the way, please apologize to the whole culture because they were crying. Musicamo, this is why.
sorry I let you guys down, man. Like, I live 1,000 lives, so she can get twisted sometime. My bad. I
Live
did the
1,000
culture
lives
bad.
in the same body,
You
big
feel
dog.
me, big dog? So that was my slip up. But shout out to Dice.
He did his best.
Yeah, I tried.
Shout out,
I saw
Dice,
they
man.
cooked him though, but you know,
Nah, but he was having fun out here, man. I enjoyed his
yeah.
energy though. Like it was really, really dope. He was
refreshing,
asking,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
some
there's
dope
people who
questions
enjoyed
as well.
his energy. I
refreshing,
think maybe
yeah.
for a different show, I think the culture chop, they need a bit more of a more.
cultured.
Nah, shout out to Dice though.
Shout out to Dice. He did his
He
thing.
even had a surname, right? Dice something, right?
Bulatino.
Dice
It's made up. It's fire.
I mean, I'm on your ass.
It's like
Pause,
it's made
I'm
up.
on you.
He said
Oh,
that.
yeah,
watching
no,
it.
no.
Now you got-
Receipts. Receipts. But also, okay, now receipts. I appreciate you because you feel me. You my big dog in the shit too. So, I said this on the culture chop we had you on, and that was the last time we had you, right?
Yeah, with French Fry. Yo, shout out French Fry.
Shout
How
out
you
French
doing,
Fry.
man?
Yeah.
I ain't seen him in a minute. I see him popping off on the socials now.
Yeah, in the socials is popping
Yeah,
off
he's
on
doing
the
his
crazy
thing.
level
Yeah.
these days. Yeah.
Doing his thing. But yeah, that's why we brought up the previous part. 'cause
Yeah, nah, they cooked us for that because
Damn.
yeah, niggas were in the comments. They were like, "Fox, don't you ever again not." So this episode though is gonna do wonders because not only do we have Fox, but we have Fred, ladies and gentlemen.
the big dog of the shit.
1v20. 1v2.
So we finally got the battle of all time. Is that say okay? Maybe that's one of the things we have to discuss, and maybe we'll touch on that at the very tail end of this situation. But we finally have witnessed the greatest hip hop battle we could possibly ask for of this generation, of our generation, of our
generation.
existence.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
We've
we-
never seen it like
Us,
this.
the people who are here on Choppin It right now, we're not gonna catch another one.
I don't
Nah.
believe so. Not that monumental.
Yeah.
Not of this
Yeah.
stature.
Yeah, because we're not seeing anybody of that texture or ilk coming through in recent years. You know what I mean? Like we don't have a lot of like those spitters or in that
Actually.
traditional sense right now that are in like the forefront. From a global perspective.
Yeah.
The style has changed. So definitely the people that are consuming the music now from like the Rages, the Playboy Cardis, the Ken Carsons, that's cool.
Yeah,
They'll enjoy something. We don't know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But in terms of,
It won't be this.
So the
though.
battle rap like
battle
this,
rap,
nah,
diss track on
it's not gonna
wax.
happen. And
Yeah,
also,
this
like
is-
if you look at it, Drake and Kendrick came in the game so long ago.
100%.
So
15 years ago.
So that to be our last is a bit tragic, especially niggas who are on that level and are willing to get on wax, because it's not like niggas don't have beef or whatever.
Yeah.
But it turns into street shit. Niggas get shot and
Yeah,
died. So,
weird
but it's
shit.
not musical shit. Like, so I don't think we'll even ever see it like on this level.
I agree.
No, not this level.
Not this level.
Because this is also top two, of this generation.
Of
Yeah.
this generation.
Like the last time that happened was Nas and Jay.
yeah, Nas and
Basically.
Jay.
And this one outdid that. Fair to say? Yes, no.
I think so.
Ish.
I think so. I just think people are too attached to the core memory of hip hop, and when you play with old stuff like that, it tends to get a bit sensitive.
Niggas don't want to touch them
But
type
if we're
things.
but if we're keeping it a bean, I think the
If we're
magnitude
keeping
of
it
this
a
battle,
stack.
because even their back and
Come
forth
on,
one
Fred.
wasn't this long.
Yeah.
Two,
Yeah.
I don't think
Wasn't this intense?
wasn't this intense.
Well, from a time perspective, it definitely was. It was. We didn't have the same
The socials and
volume
shit.
and
No,
all
I mean
of that.
on an engagement level.
Yeah, I mean the engagement, like back to
Like,
back.
the engagement was okay. You go, we go. I'm going. You going. I'm going.
It wasn't like that.
It was kind of like that, man. Kind of. Think about it, like you know when
They
the drama,
both dropped their songs. They did songs on
on
their albums.
but they all had Lucy's. You know, Nas had the HOV or HOE, like when he was calling Hove a hoe or whatever. Hove also had his Lucy freestyles on the back. You know, there was the murder, Marcyville, all of those. And
But we don't consider those as the
Dog, they-
like how Kendrick and Dot
Yeah.
been doing. We don't consider those as
Look,
the
man, I'm not saying. Look,
subliminals.
I'm saying that it's still up for debate because
That's fair.
It's definitely still up for debate. But like in a concentrated time, like in like a weekend or a week,
Bro, in a week.
It's
How many
definitely-
songs
Where
do
you
we
get
have?
like seven songs.
Definitely unprecedented.
This is
you
a
know?
short album. If
Un-
you put it a bean.
Unprecedented, but definitely that time there were different metrics, right? There were radio stations.
They
you
did
go-
the best with
you
what
go-
they had.
Yeah, they going in. It's the CDs. Drama King is OK Slayer, R.I.P. He's putting that up. You know what I mean? He's got the whole series where it's like Beanie Siegel going at and it's all like camps going at it, right?
yeah.
And here we watching like it's like okay, cool. These two giants going at it. But at that time, it almost felt like the whole of New York is going crazy, or the whole East Coast was going crazy.
But the main event itself, are you saying it can stand up to the main event we've
You
just
know what?
experienced?
I say that to say this, right? As much as this one is big, right? I just don't ever want the history of the Nas and Jay one to be like, like it's like totally eclipsed, because that time, and me I'm a bambino at that time. I'm like 11 or whatever. I'm listening to these joints. My
Yes.
brother's bringing these joints back to the crib, and I'm just like, I didn't know this track.
We were
existed.
there. It wasn't like this, big
Yeah,
bro.
that's why I said it's a sensitive thing when we go back to
When you
history.
touch history, yeah, people
I've come
feel
to
away.
realize it's a touchy
But
situation.
let's keep it a bean. It wasn't like
The
this.
magnitude,
Nah,
like-
definitely wasn't like this. Nothing is like this. But I'm just saying, man.
You just wanna preserve your history.
Yeah, man. And just for me, it's just like you must also remember there were shows involved, dog. It's like Jay's on the Summer Jam screen.
Legendary.
Putting up Prodigy in a ballerina dress. That's the way of
Legendary.
showing that those sort of receipts. You know what I mean? That's like it's like that. It's
Niggas
like
couldn't post.
You know, you're not posting.
Yeah, you can't
And
hit it
niggas
on the
is stepping
gram.
on ish, like Nas, like Jay is hearing that Nas wants a life-size Jay-Z doll on stage to beat up, and then Jay-Z finds out about
Try to
that.
stop all the shit.
He stopped it. You know what I mean?
'Cause
Then
it's
Nas-
big dog,
Yeah,
big
then
dog.
you just go on the Nas rant, Google the Nas rant on Funk Flex.
Yeah,
and
I
Nas is
peeped a bit
going
of it.
crazy. Like these niggas
Yeah,
stopping.
yeah.
You've never heard Nas on a rant.
on 'Cause
that
that tone, yeah, because he always keeps the cool nigga tone.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, it's that when that memory comes, it's just different. You know, there's ancillary things that this beef, as dope as it is,
Ancillary is nice.
yeah,
I
but
like that.
but the ancillaries of this beef aren't
can
as great
pause.
as those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here, the ancillaries of
That's
Drake's
fair.
memes. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair.
It's like it is
Not
though.
just that, we have the covers and
I
there's
bet.
things that
There's- the
there was
co-
Drake shot a video. Though.
Drake has a vid. He did
but
put things in there.
But videos are video. Like Cassidy
I'm
had a
just saying,
video
like,
for
to
50.
add
You
to
know
things.
what I mean? Like,
But what
that's a almost like a norm. You know, but like the ancillaries,
Not really.
yo,
A
Like
nigga's not getting a truck and gonna go squash it.
my nigga,
put
my nigga,
posters behind.
there's this nigga going to the radio station, and then there's Nas going out the back door, and then it's like, yo, because this nigga's coming through squad deep, he has to duck, and then Jay
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
it
yeah.
on super ugly. He's like, yo.
You
It
had
was,
to
it
duck
wasn't
out
a
the
come
back
through
door,
thing.
yeah.
It was a 1-2 thing. We were just there to do our 1-2 thing. Like we were just there to, just
Yeah.
come through and have an interview on the radio station. Like that's
You
what
ain't
it
had
is.
to run.
You know what I mean? But yeah, then there was
So Nas
magazine
ran.
covers. I guess there's blogs now. There's pods.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like
all of
different
that.
shit.
Yeah.
It's different.
So
shit.
it's all still there.
It's different. Shit.
And
But,
we saw all of it happen. Even
but are we gonna get an
the
adjective
network,
out of this?
the
Are we gonna get an adjective out of this?
what do you mean by
Like that beef gave us an adjective. I know I'm sounding very contrarian right now because
You
objectively
very,
it is big,
like,
but
even contrarian
that's,
is
that's
like
the contrarian in me, though.
you're coming fresh out the office too, so you're talking
What
crazy.
I'm just saying though, like it's like somebody got eaten, I don't know if anybody's gonna
That's
get
what we-
Kendrick or Drake though,
Or you're saying
I think
you're
there's a
saying we
little
don't
few
have
things.
that from here?
not yet though. Maybe time will tell.
Okay, but I guess yeah. I mean,
Time will
we're
tell.
fresh off. We
Yeah,
all
I
still
think
have to
we're
do
still
exactly
actively
what
in
we're
it.
here to do now. Like we all still have to discuss, because we're all here to now compare scorecards. Like
No, definitely.
it's like okay,
definitely
we just witnessed it. Now we have to come sit down and dissect.
big truth. Big
So
truth.
the historical monuments go down after time. It's like
I think we have
okay,
to give it a bit
when
of
things
time.
when the dust settles, like,
There'll be
yo,
shit for sure.
Yeah.
Like the OVO is definitely gonna stick. Like
Definitely.
now the OVO is eternal.
Yeah, but I'm just
gonna
saying,
stick.
it's just like I think there's always like levels to it, right? There's always a generation juggernaut battle,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
There was Biggie and Pac,
yeah.
Nas and Jay, and now this is Drake and Dot.
Meek, we don't count you, brother.
Nah.
He doesn't make it up there.
Not
Respectfully.
historical.
That-
But
that's not the historical
Drizzy has.
It was a historical assassination.
We're gonna talk
but not
about
a
that at
battle.
some stage. But Drizzy has a couple up there.
No, for sure. But it was a historical assassination, not a battle. I don't count it as a battle, that one.
Yo, man. Hey, man.
Hey,
I'm
it's
here, bro.
fine.
Okay, so where we
So-
starting?
Maybe what is fair is, because we're gonna address our scorecards. Maybe what is fair is that we put out a criteria, right? I think we put out a criteria which I didn't put down. Actually, irresponsible of me, but I think we put down a criteria, and then we take it from that criteria. So for me, the things that I looked at, right? Oh, we also have to set up how we set up the
grade
set up
them?
the rounds.
Oh, the rounds. Yeah, we have to
Pause,
figure it
pause,
out.
no
big
because-
pause.
Diddy, yeah, no Diddy.
No Drizzy.
But yeah, what?
Jokes, man.
No, we're not doing that. We not
I'm joking.
out
man.
here to push it. Pause, I think. Okay, so maybe let's start with criteria. So for me, how I'm judging the battle is obviously from a lyrical standpoint. That's one. And then from a musical standpoint, and then from the chess play standpoint.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything I'm missing?
I think we have to grade the tea because this battle is about the tea.
Man, I hate that.
Hey, the
We hate
tea-
that, but that's all we have. Think about it.
matters,
On both
man.
sides, we're dealing with tea on
Yeah.
both ends.
Do we not count the T in the chess plays because that's a part of your play? Okay, but let's put T in its own category.
We have to because the extent the tea
that
goes.
feels atrocious.
I said this even when in like behind scenes. I was like, I hate that we have to grade the
But
tea.
this is what it's become.
But the battle is based on tea right now.
But now, in terms of the T's, like, then what constitutes a dub in the T? That's the thing.
Who said the most disrespectful? Whether it's a lie or not, that doesn't matter at this
Okay.
point.
So truth or lie does not matter, right?
Yeah, if we
It
factor
doesn't.
in truth and
Okay.
and
Because
the
none
thing
of
is,
us have the truth.
okay, so there's also then two ways to judge a battle, right? There's the in the moment. So it's like even with the smack battles,
Yeah.
There's what happened in the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did it feel in
In
the
the room,
room?
Yep.
The
And then
impact.
there's we go back and play the bars, and then we compare the bars and say, okay, maybe that didn't land in the
Factual.
moment, but
Factual.
This was
actually,
crazy.
when we go back and look at, he was
She
actually
was actually
talking.
going crazy. Yeah.
Right. So there's also both those perspectives. So you're saying, so we're doing lyrical,
Sonic.
we're doing sonic, we're doing
say
we're
chess,
doing
Chess
chess,
the plays.
chess play, and then we're doing T.
We had to do T. Unfortunate,
Wow.
but
Unfortunately,
this is what we
I'd
got.
like for that to be a public service announcement. I'll take my shades off for that. Public service announcement. We regret that we, as culture connoisseurs, as respectful real niggas that have lived hip hop lives all our lives, have to sit here and dissect T,
which we don't respect.
which we do not put any weight or respect on whatsoever, but we have to address it because of the times that we are living in.
That's most of the subject matter on
That's a
these
good
songs.
disclaimer, yes?
Perfectly
Alright.
fine.
Okay, gentlemen. Now, before we attend our criteria, let me put forth how I put out the rounds. no, no, Diddy.
We just have to
Yeah,
pause this
well,
whole
it's
conversation because there's gonna be
insane.
some crazy shit anyway.
Yeah,
Pause this whole chat.
Rigardi.
Pause
Yeah.
the whole chat.
The whole chat.
Yeah, for anything
Yeah, remain not
liable, you know what to do. But okay, so for me, what I put here as first round is first person shooter versus like that.
Yeah. Which we had to go back to. It wasn't that way, but
That's where it.
what's how it kicks
This
off.
is where it kicks off, right?
Okay.
In terms of the fight, not
Yeah.
historically.
Yeah, not historically. We're
Yes.
not doing the
Yeah.
whole
When it
history.
kicked
No,
off.
we're not
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah.
Yeah. So, first person shooter versus like that is what I have as my first round,
Yeah.
right? And then as my second round, I have push ups and tailor made versus Euphoria and quarter past six.
Yes. I
60
fuck with
minutes
that.
past.
Yes.
Yes, that's how it goes.
6:16.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's second round for me.
Yes.
And I'll explain that if I have to.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And then third round is okay, maybe let me explain that actually. Because if you look at the moves themselves, that's how they followed each other. Drake went push-ups and then said, I still have
Tailor-made.
to wait for you, tailor made.
Yeah.
Right?
100,
That's still the same
100.
round.
And
Dot.
Dot
said-
did the same thing.
Yeah.
Said Euphoria and then said, that while you cook there,
Hold
Yes,
this.
boss. Here go
6:16.
one more.
Yeah,
right?
hold that.
So same round. Both
sure.
same actions,
For sure.
they can count in the same round. That's why I put them in the same round. So round 3 is Family Matters and Meet the Grahams.
Fair. Yeah.
And then last round is Not Like Us and The Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
Yo, that's actually it's
Yeah,
hard
that's
to
how it
judge when
is.
it's like that. Ew.
Because that's,
But that's how it follows
That's the
through.
alignment.
Yeah.
I'm accurate,
but
yes?
Yeah,
Very
accurate,
accurate,
but yeah, it's a dance, yo.
It's
a real dance.
dance. And that's what people don't get. Like, we judge a lot of things in the moment, and that's fine. And that's why I said, even that perspective, it's like, what happened in the room?
Yeah.
And then you have to go sit down with the battle
Yes.
and then say, okay, judging from what this guy brought to the
Especially
table
if you're grading.
and the moments and what this guy said and this, that, and that, who won,
Bet.
which is where we're sitting now.
Yeah.
So this is fair, yes? We can all agree with the way I structured the rounds?
Yep.
No Teddy.
Yeah.
They already know. Pause the
No
whole chat.
Teddy. Okay. So how do we start? How do we start
Let's grade
to
round
address
one.
it?
First person shooter versus like that.
Okay, so what do? We throw them to our criteria?
I guess, but then you
I
have
think
to
let's
really,
break them
you
down
have to break
first.
down the joint, break down the verses, break down where the punches were, basically. You know.
Okay, so first person shooter, you guys also please feel free to assist me. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I think, but first person
by all
shooter,
means.
First person shooter was, I guess, like man, And yo, disclaimer, dog. Like that joint, like it was a dope joint, right? But
Yeah.
yo, that joint, I really was just listening to the Cole verses. I won't even lie. Like, I think we can know. Okay, maybe we won't agree,
No, we
but-
can put it to the floor.
but we know that the writing on For All the Dogs, man, your man's wasn't on, you know what I mean, on his A game, right?
The writing or the rapping, because you guys also do
Both. Well,
does
the-
conflate
both.
work in this
Both,
instance.
man,
You guys do miss.
Because what was he doing on first person shooter? Nadine, Christine, Hurricane.
That's one part of the song. I mean,
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it's one,
like
but
you're
those are-
nitpicking.
those are just-
You're
yo,
nitpicking.
Yo, you can't let a ball go to waste, B. And especially when
You
the,
can.
when the other
15 years down the line, you can't let a bar go to waste.
Aye,
also,
aye.
I think like I
Aye.
respect that take. I hear you, né?
Yeah.
But I think with first person shooter also, the approach of Drake and Cole differs, right? I think now when we look back, we feel like Drake should have gone harder because it's a song that is structured around them being the big two. I think both of them sonically could have picked a better song to make that moment.
Nah,
I
that
never.
song sonically is fire, bro.
It's a cool song. I'm saying for dubbing the moment.
Drizzy ducking that smoke in that
Yeah.
moment. Well, and we all called him out for it. But
Yeah.
then he came back and said, "Okay, Cole, let's go because these people are saying I ducked you. Let's go and go back to back."
Yeah, what was that joint? Devil?
Evil ways.
Evil ways.
So
Yeah, but
I'm
Evil
okay
Ways was
with
a
that.
small
This
fest
is
as
not
well.
about us dissecting Drake's play in that
Yeah.
maybe Drake did play it wrong, but this wasn't meant to be a first round. It's become that in retrospect because of what happened thereafter.
I guess.
But his intentions are to make the number 1 song on Billboard,
All right.
which he did well. So for that, he gets his points.
I guess.
sure.
Yes,
But I guess the
because just Cole's raps, we know they don't go to number 1. This we know.
yeah.
Yes. So to take the song to number 1, Drizzy
has
had
to play
to
his
do
part.
the Drizzy things. We understand that we all love rap and lyrical miracle, but
Dog, there was some bad rapping on first person shooter. Bro. And Drizzy can make a hit rapping well. Like Worst Behavior is a hit. He's rapping well.
that was a different time. But also now we're gonna make this chap 3 hours if we're gonna
Alright, cool.
do this.
But my take is Drizzy can rap well and give you a hit. He doesn't have to sacrifice.
We know this.
He didn't need to sacrifice rapping well on first person shooter. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe he did. That's why it worked.
Maybe he did, because then they went number 1. Like, maybe he did. Like,
Respectfully.
And
cool.
also, this is
'Cause-
not his first engagement with Cole. They've got Jodeci Freestyle. He didn't
Jodeci
duck him there.
Freestyle.
He didn't duck him.
Yeah.
in
In
the
fact,
morning.
he
And
rapped
in
better
the
than
morning.
Cole. He rapped better than Cole and Jodeci.
I'm not saying he ducked him.
Yeah. That was the consensus.
That was the
No.
consensus.
From
like,
you, Drizzy hated niggas.
No, I never said
Because he
that.
started saying, you
see-
only bum
you see-
Cole in that song.
Yeah, because Cole rapped better on that song. And on In the Morning.
Yes, we can
and
all agree that Cole
and
rapped
on In the
better.
Morning, I listen to Drake.
Because
'Cause
Drake
that's
rap
the
better.
Drake pocket.
Yeah. You know, that's just like, yo, man.
And on Jodeci Freestyle, Drake rap better.
He smoked Cole, dog.
Dog.
Smoked him.
At that time, that was pre.
You see the slow down.
Nah, that time.
That little pause.
You see, I'm gonna say something. You know, once we found
Can't
out,
just agree when it's Drizzy.
Hey.
If he smokes a nigga.
hey, you must remember.
It's easier
Nah,
to
he
agree for
smoked it.
other niggas smoking Drizzy.
Nah,
26,
dog, I
oh
just
my
conceded that In the Morning. No, like, there's no like. Yo,
On
Drake got
Jodeci
him.
Freestyle?
No, it's talking about Jodeci.
Yeah. And also, I'm gonna say this, and people might kill me for this one, like whatever. But for me, Drake is a more creative writer, and sometimes at that time, especially, I don't know about now, but at that time, like nothing was the same. Drizzy, you know, anything,
Yeah.
nothing was the same in before. From a rap perspective, writing, I felt that he was a better writer than Cole.
I was about to say it.
At that
Big Dog,
time-
you can say it, he was rapping better
He
than
was-
Cole
he was
at that
rapping.
time.
For me, like, yo, at that time he was rapping better than Cole.
Yeah.
And even now, I think like when he puts his head down and wants to go super creative, I find him
He goes further than Cole.
more creative.
He definitely
than-
does.
I just think that Cole delivers in a more traditional rap way that pleases rap
Certain
purists.
palates.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
For the rapidy rap
yeah,
niggas,
like he has the energy for it, for real, for real. So
he
I was
even
just
does
saying
it
that.
better than Dot.
I think he does it better than Dot. The rapidy
For
rap.
that
The rapidy rap.
specific.
You
The
see,
rapidy rap. But think about it. Kendrick doesn't rapidy rap all the time.
You niggas
My-
love Dot
doesn't.
too much. Come on.
Look,
Keep
man,
it a
He
beat,
doesn't rapidy
dog.
rap all the time.
It's
What do you-
early. You can keep it a beat right now.
And this
Yo.
is Cole and Kendrick, it's not Drake. and
Yeah.
I
Drake.
know Cole and
You can
but
cape
here's my
later.
thing. Now here's my another disclaimer, right? And this one is also gonna be because I know the Cole fans, dog. Like for me, Cole is a mega competent rapper. Like he's competent, like and consistently competent. Like, but never
Unpack that. What you
when
mean?
I say
Doesn't
that, it's like
sound good at all.
he really show he knows how to show up and give you a consistent 7 out of 10 consistently.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes that's easier to digest. I think he's the easiest to digest from a rap perspective than a Kendrick.
Definitely.
I think
Definitely,
Kendrick
definitely.
pushes the envelope too much sometimes
Yes.
for the traditional rap ear like that.
You need
I
to be
think
a scholar
out
of
of
the
all
shit.
three of them, actually, he's the easiest to digest.
100%.
For like
100%.
For the standard.
for the
100%.
standard listener.
Yeah, for the
Like,
standard
100%.
listener.
because he doesn't push it like these niggas. Like
Yeah.
Drizzy might push it a pop direction that people may feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable with, and
Dot may go too
creatively, yeah, artsy wise,
know?
Dot might push
Yeah.
it in a direction where people feel like,
like
you
that,
see
man.
now,
Sometimes
I-
you just want to hear, yo,
I just want you clear.
traditional
yeah, I just want to
punchline,
hear
like-
it.
I just
Like,
want it to be clear.
like wow. Like, what is these punchlines, man? Like, what's the pie?
okay, how did
sure.
we get here?
Let's-
And where
yeah,
are we
anyway,
going?
yeah.
Let's go back to judging
person
the
shooter.
first person
Anyway,
shooter.
yes.
For me, first person
You're
shooter.
you're already killing Drizzy, yes.
I'm not killing. Okay, cool.
Yes.
But first person shooter, the thing about it, right? The trick is, Cole was the one that kind of maybe threw the shot. That when you go back and interpret it, you know what I mean? The steppers bar, you know, when you go back, when you listen to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he was
in
the one
hindsight,
throwing some shit.
It was like, okay, because Drake just omitted Dot, you know? Like, you know, it's like he's basically just saying him and Cole are the ones, you know. And Cole also doubled down. He's like the Spider-Man. Whose bars the Spider-Man meme? Is me? Yeah, it's
That's
Cole.
him. That's
Cole's
Cole.
Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. So now you're omitting Dot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But he also was the one to bring Dot in.
it's very
Which
true.
is the part I wanted to go to, that it's
Very
fucked up
true.
because one, we're doing this song in this way, but now there's also another theory that Kendrick was actually supposed to be on first person shooter.
Yeah, we
So-
hear that now.
Yes, so even Cole's pen is
Makes sense
because
now,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
yeah.
because of that. So he had to go back and alter a few things, but that's the reason why he brought Dot in the verse, which I thought was pop in the beginning without the backstory. I was like, nigga, this is you and Drake's moment. Why are you
Why
pulling
you
another
bringing
man?
that other nigga out here.
He's standing with you saying we the top two. Then you say, yeah, but Cole, Kendrick. I thought that was pop, but now
Hey,
obviously
man. Hey, this thing goes back, man.
It
Like,
was Bob though.
it was definitely pop.
Yeah, because
But
why
with the
didn't he
story-
rewrite that bar when
Yeah,
they
he should have
found out
rewrote
that
it.
K Dots is saying fuck
Maybe he couldn't
that
find the
joint.
fire replacement. It just
But
said
maybe
too well.
K Dot just politely declined.
No, I heard he kept it on scene. Like he never responded to anybody. Like he got hit up, he never picked up. He got hit up like, yo, we're trying to, and he just never responded at all. He just
Yeah,
aired
but then
niggas.
that means you niggas now know, okay,
Yeah, he's
this
not
nigga's
hitting.
not coming on a joint.
Yeah.
Why are you keeping his name on the joint?
He didn't
Because
have a
thought
better bar.
That's his brood.
He thought that's his man's, yeah, so he
Yeah.
gets a pass.
Yeah, and he kept bigging him up, even on the what's that?
But that's the
joint?
kiss ass shit we're not fucking with.
But now basically, so first person shooter is
First
basically an
person
L
shooter.
for them, right?
Why? Because of like that.
Yeah,
Break that down for us.
because like that is better though.
What, a better song?
Okay,
Yeah, but for me it's a better everything.
okay. I'll say
Better
why
beat.
I think I agree with him with like that, and my reasoning being
I
that
don't disagree. He needs to break it down, but break it down before him.
my
Pause.
reasoning break it down before.
Break it down before
Yeah,
him.
But
Sick.
my
Crazy.
reasoning for like that is because it was more direct, had more impact, had more punch. Sharp, it was a verse versus a song we didn't even know was shots. You know, we just thought it was a song. But like when we put it in the round, I'll definitely grade like that because it was more direct, more punchy. it did more of a better job as a diss. Now that we're grading it as a diss,
That's how I have it. Also, I do have
Okay.
like that up in that
yeah,
round.
for sure.
Me like that, man, is still out of like if we like even like it's still one of the ones in terms of the tracks. In terms of this beef,
Musically, yeah.
it's still one of the
Yeah,
ones I'm thankful
definitely.
for. You know,
Yeah,
and
for
Would
sure.
it have been number one without the Drake disc?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know.
Does that matter?
I don't even think
I
Kendrick
don't-
would have done it without the just
Yeah.
the Drake diss.
Yeah, I don't even
His
think.
intention was to go there too.
Yeah.
Diss
Yeah,
Drake.
I
Yeah,
think
I think
that's his
Metro even
motive.
said, "Yo, fam, if you wanna go, go, bro." And this man said, "Bet. Should I bleed him? Bet."
So yeah, that's how I grade it like that for sure.
Yeah, man.
First round.
Yeah, I
that,
like that takes that round. Like
Yeah.
we
Easy.
can't front on that. Like and like that jams out too.
Jams out,
like
bro,
I've
like,
seen it jams
I've
out in
seen
a
it
couple
outside.
places.
Lyrically,
Yeah, outside,
sonically,
outside
outside,
going
it's
crazy.
like
and they
as soon as that beat comes on, it's like.
nah, dog, like
Yeah, goes up. Definitely took that round. For
But
sure.
that's future juice too. You know the boy.
Yeah, it's too
He
much.
doesn't.
man, you know how I feel about Future. And I love Future. It's how I feel about Drake.
Future's one of the goats. Trust me.
Yeah.
That sounds like there's a butt there.
There's no okay. I guess there's
No
a but
diddy.
like pause. But yeah, I enjoy them melodically more than rapping. Yeah,
So you don't enjoy Future's trap shit?
here and there.
When
but,
he's like, you don't enjoy that shit?
like, dog, but for me, when he goes to like ain't no coming back, when he goes into the my collection, when he goes
Yeah,
into,
that bag.
when he
Of
goes
course,
into
of
that,
course, of
I've always
course.
said the same thing. Like
Both of them are better R&B niggas
Yeah.
than they
Me.
are.
Like I enjoy Future's trap shit sharp, but I think my favorite side of Future is the very melodic,
yeah,
heartfelt joints.
melancholic, yeah, it's like
You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
he's going,
Yeah, the
you know what I mean?
emotional shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's the
yeah,
top.
well, that's my
that's
top tier.
Hendrix right there for
Yeah,
me.
I go with that. But anyway, I think that joint, as much as the Hendrix juice is there, I still think K Dot made that, dog.
Yeah, his
No, of
moment
course.
is the moment.
His moment's
of
the
the
reason
song.
it's up there.
It's like, yo, man.
And it's very quotable, the verse. Like the nigga bomb is a moment. Like what
Even
else is a moment on there?
The
Yeah. Like the whole verse is a
Dog.
moment
hey,
actually.
let's get it, bro.
Nah, that was fire.
Like, nah.
So
dog.
yeah, Dot
So
took
Dut's
that.
taking the lead right there from jump.
I'm giving him that round.
I'm gonna give him that
Pause.
one. I know
No
it's about to
diddy.
go
I said
crazy.
it.
This one was this was light work.
Yeah.
This was the easy part.
But to keep it a bean, okay, let's see how it go. Actually, let's see how it go. So
Round one, Dot.
round one, Dot. Round two, push-ups and tailor-made come out. So maybe let's discuss. Should we discuss our build-up, how we feel, and our reactions to the joints,
Yeah.
and
Let's go.
then get
Everybody, let's
into
go.
Yeah, let's
how
do like
we
that.
rate them in the battle? I
Yeah,
think that's fair because we can't at the end come back to how we felt when it
No,
came
let's
out.
start with how
this,
it felt.
that, yeah. So push-ups comes out. It leaks initially.
Yeah.
What's the initial response?
He seems he's already on it. Let's go.
Yeah, go crazy, cook.
Man, so that joint drops, and everybody's questioning if it's AI or not.
Yeah.
Everybody's like debating, is this AI? It comes out as a leak. It's not on his official page.
Yeah.
It's like there's a different beat. The beat to some is hitting, to some is not hitting, you know?
The definition of a leak, it sounds like, is what you're breaking down, but continue.
Well, but like now it's like because AI is in the mix, right? Because and now the AI chat is very, very important. Super important, the AI chat. Because the AI chat is like you questioning a pen. That means some of the things you don't think your mans would say. And not in a good way. That's my thing. That's
I mean,
my
in reference to it being the leak or suspected as an AI song.
no, meaning that the lyrics were so there were some joints, but there was just like, but Nah, this bar's like
The only bar that made niggas feel like that is the splits. Let's keep it a beat.
Yeah, the splits one was
Like now you're
horrible.
trying to paint the whole song like the whole song felt like that. Keep it a beat. Don't
for
paint
me.
narratives.
Yeah.
It was just
That was
like,
the most
man,
atrocious
for me,
part.
it wasn't an atrocious bar, but it was also like
It wasn't atrocious, meant to be funny.
Yeah.
you trying to be funny when this man said, "Mother."
But it's their warm up round.
the
This is,
warm-up, it's the
both
warm-up.
these
Dog,
niggas
this-
did the
dog.
warm up in their second round.
Doug, this man's warm up was something to deal with, dog. You can't treat that sort of warm up like that, dog.
Yeah, but it's not a full song directed at
Also,
me.
he wasn't even
It's
sure
a warm up
Drake-
of the battle being official,
Yeah.
not the.
He wasn't even sure if Kendrick is actually gonna engage. That
exactly.
was his whole thing.
You
like,
can't
hey,
just fully engage.
Kendrick
You don't
comes
know
out
if
and does a verse and then he can just go back, right? So he was like, I'm not gonna go all out, and then this nigga doesn't do shit.
But
Keep it a
even-
bean. You know your
come
goat
on,
does that.
Fred.
Dog,
Come on,
Be
Fred.
objective
my
at
boy
least.
did that once. Y'all guys
He does
acting
it
like
all
the 5-year
day.
break is the thing. He took 1 5-year break and everybody's treating that
In
like
between
that's
those
the
other
norm.
drops,
Yes,
what's
but
happening?
engagement wise, he had no certainty that the man's gonna engage.
Nah,
Nobody had
that's
any
a-
certainty.
That's a
Even the
calculated
fans,
assumption, dog. That's a calculated
No
assumption.
ways.
Because if he's saying that, right, then
I
why
hate
is he
these
still
niggas.
why is he threatening a nuke? If he's saying he's not sure he's not gonna engage,
'Cause
why is
he's
he saying
calling him
the nuke?
outside.
Well, if you're gonna call him outside with something strong. Call him outside with some bass in your voice.
Who
Pop.
swings the first swing and the highest from calling a nigga outside?
Nah,
I'm
dog.
telling you, come outside.
that's
You're
what
not
I
even
said.
Give
nigga
you
who's
my
outside.
best shot
Nah,
calling you
that
outside.
sounded like, please come outside. Nah, bro. This nigga
But
said,
dog,
yo, I'm outside.
Drake is talking
motherfucker,
to a
what's
house
going
nigga in
on?
the first place.
Fred, that's a miscalculation. Come on, let's be for real.
Be fair, bro.
You're telling him to empty
a
out the
war.
clip, telling
From
the nigga
inside
to
the
come
house.
I
outside.
didn't say empty out the clip. I just said put some more oomph in that.
But
dog.
also, so
For a
now,
house nigga.
yes.
mind. Okay, so
the nigga that told you, dog, like the nigga that told
He
you.
never comes outside.
Fred,
Why would he shoot?
mind you, he's aware that this nigga has enough to go long. No, did he?
He wasn't aware.
No, he was.
Definitely wasn't aware.
He was.
Nah. Cause on that
Then
joint,
he would have
that-
went straight to Family Matters.
Nah. Cause that joint.
He would have went
nah.
straight to Family
You
Matters.
see, we fast forward him because if he
No,
knew
I'm
this man is
saying
gonna
if
go
he
this crazy, if this nigga knew this guy's gonna go this crazy,
I'm not
then
s-
the
Fred.
few bars on Hard Part 6 would not exist.
Fred,
And even him referencing, yo, pull out the 4-year-old song you got.
I'm not
And I think
saying
he even extracted that. There's some bars that he even extracted. Like the AI suspected song is very different from the official song. Like you see the editing. A lot of that shit was clumsy, dog.
I'm not saying he knew exactly how long K Dot could go. Of
Okay.
course, none of us knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes K Dot's showing such a great showing. Is the fact that
everybody
none of
didn't
us
believe.
knew that K Dot was gonna go like this.
Even
Bet.
his fans.
Yes, that's what makes part of the impact from what K Dot did.
Oh,
What
bet.
I'm saying is Drake knew that this is a nigga I'm gonna go with. Like this is not a nigga I'm gonna knock out first or second round.
He's just hoping that this nigga actually takes
Drizzy
it all the
knew that
way.
you can't. If you are saying Drizzy didn't know that, then you're like,
Man,
then you really just hate Drake.
no. Push-ups was all right. The rollout for it was clumsy. And the fact that people are debating whether it's AI or not is some sort of way, dog. Like there's ways that you can look at that. There's an optic.
Yeah,
That you
but that
could be
depends on which side of the fence you're sitting.
100%.
That's why,
From
for
your
me,
side-
those things aren't worth discussing because those things,
But the
those
rollout is
things
worth
look
discussing.
differently.
Rollout
from,
is important though.
yes, but then also on a person who's favorable to Drake, they can look at that as a good rollout. Like you leak the thing, you get a feel, and then you put out the real thing. You've got Ak, he's on the stream. You give
testing
him.
testing the waters,
Not
like,
testing
like,
the waters.
You know, like
you're
just,
bubbling up the thing.
just
You're
putting
saying
just putting the big toe in the pool. That's a
you're
vibe.
putting the streets on notice. Who's he? We're about to do this. and then Eck goes on stream, the net is already going crazy. And then you give Eck the real song. That's why I'm saying the optic thing depends on which side you're sitting. So let's not even do that. Because if you're sitting on the side that is against Drake,
I don't
then
know,
of
man.
course the other
know,
You're
optic
using that
looks
as a point.
appealing.
I don't look.
We're living in the
basically,
age of
so-
the internet, and he used literally one of the biggest streamers of this time
100
to launch the song. How's that
but
clumsy?
That looks like damage control. 100% looks like
That's
damage
what I'm saying.
control.
From if
No.
you're a Kendrick
Okay, then look-
favorite,
let-
then
let-
of course.
Let's look at the facts, right? This thing leaks. They question if it's AI and whatnot, right? And then cool, it's cleaned up, it's edited, and then the real one is
Fred,
then
what is a
sent.
leak? What's a leak?
That's where I'm waiting for him to finish, because like,
What's a leak?
Guys, a
let's
leak
address what
is
a
a
leak
leak.
is. What's a
Hey,
leak?
it's unintentional, right?
so somebody could have grabbed that song unfinished and leaked it. So how's it damage control when you drop the real one? To say, no, I'm standing behind, here's the real song.
Yeah, here's the real
You guys
song.
caught a leak. Because what
That
you're
was the
saying,
leak.
because what he's explaining is what Kanye does. Kanye does what you're talking about. He puts songs and then edits them while they're on the streaming service, puts some down.
No,
That's not what
yeah.
Drake did. His song leaked. Definition of leak.
It came out before we intend to put it out.
And then
Which is
here's
why
the
when the
actual
real
thing.
song comes out, it comes out even with a different beat, because that beat didn't end up being the beat that we chose for this song.
This thing, like you say, because it's not concrete, you look at it from two angles, and I understand
But
why
that's
you
why I'm
wouldn't want to
saying the
discuss it.
optic thing is not worth a discussion, because you
But
see it from
the op-
your
The
favorable
problem
place.
is the optic thing is a thing because you experience it.
Yeah,
People
but
experience because now it's
depending
all
on which side you're
experience.
sitting from, because I
100%.
just gave you from my side, this is how I see it.
100%.
From your side as a K dot nigga, that's how you see it.
No, 100%.
So then none of those things matter, because then that's just we're just
Let's
exchanging optics.
We can digress on that, right?
Yeah.
We can concede, okay, cool, leak, right? My chop is still the fact that people have to question whether this thing is real or not. It begs to question, or did you guys think that thing was pure fire? Why was it not
It
out
has
there?
nothing
Nah,
to do
that
with
has
the
no.
fire.
Nah, Fox.
It's
nah,
because
Zinger.
there were people
no,
on
no,
the-
no.
okay.
No,
Wait, are you saying people
Let
are
me
saying it's
context
AI because it's
you.
whack?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's cap.
And you know it's not
That's
cap because
cap.
my thing is this.
There were
if this
people
thing
who
can-
were saying Drake would never be this direct, saying people's names.
No.
That's what
There
I
were
was
a lot
saying.
of reasons why
Nah,
people
bro.
felt like this is not
the
really
unanimous
happening.
thing was just like
Also, the
nah.
quality of the song. It was
Nah,
like Drake
babe.
would never drop something in this quality.
Nah, the writing quality.
Because the leak
Nah.
quality also was bad.
Nah, babe.
But that's the optic you chose, and that's why I'm saying we understand that because you're on the other side. So
Yeah.
that's the
So
optic
that's
you
a bullet
chose.
you're putting in the magazine for you. Guti, no,
Oh,
this is
no,
one
me,
of.
That's why I'm saying
that's definitely
those type
definitely
things
that's
for
why
me.
push-ups, dog. Like even there, like the bars on push-up, like I stand on and it's just like, yo, it was cool, right? It was cool.
It's the warm-up.
It was okay.
Yeah, that's what the song is. What do you mean, okay? That's proven. He went harder on the other songs. It's proven that push-ups was a warm-up.
Alright.
What is this act?
And the fact that push-ups physically is also a warm-up is another angle people didn't look at.
Not if you do
Because they don't do the entendres for Trizzy.
They don't.
Not if you do
'Cause only K-Dot has-
calisthenics, dog. It's part of the if you're doing boxercise, push-ups is part of the drills, dog. That's what we talking
I
about.
fuck with that. I fuck with that. That's a good comeback. That's clean. Okay, fine. But either way, the song is a warm-up. So
Alright.
you have to judge it as such.
Alright, I'll judge it as such. Okay, cool. It's a warm-up.
Like, niggas want to treat it, and that's K-Dot niggas. But if we're being objective, we need
But I
the
need you to say-
objective.
oh, you a
Also,
drizzy
guys,
nigga.
Wait, hold on.
I'm a hip-hop nigga.
Nah. You can't keep calling me the K-Dot
I'm a
nigga, not
drizzy
call you.
nigga.
a
But
drizzy.
you're evidently
yeah.
being biased, though.
Yeah, you're a
But
drizzy
you're more
nigga.
you're
You're
evidently
evidently
being
being
biased. Like, I'm trying to be as objective as possible.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a Trizzy nigga. This is
Alright. Also,
this
another
is
thing
documented.
I look at with push-ups is that people are saying, nah, Kendrick needs to drop the real song, it's just a verse. And then Drake said, okay, sharp, let that man go. If he's really about it, let him go, then I'll drop. Everyone on the net said no. You drop.
You go.
Lapo is like, okay, sharp. Here.
He did a
did
little
it.
light something to tell the
When he had
nigga,
said
okay,
that this is not him
let's
coming for me.
go.
That's a verse on a feature. Drop a song.
What do you? But dog,
I'm saying to you, it's a warm up because he even himself
what
treated it
metric
that
is
way.
that? What metric is that? That metric. What metric made
I'm
that a
saying
metric?
you don't look at the fact that in the round when this was being dropped, people were saying, as Drake, don't wait for Kendrick, because Drake's sentiment was, let the nigga drop. Let's see if it's really about. Let me finish my point.
Okay, cool.
Because this is a feature song. And he's like, this nigga
It's
never
not
really
your
comes
shit.
outside. It's not your shit. You're not standing on it. Drop it as your own music. Don't hear me to respond. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
So-
I'm taking mental notes. That's a mental note.
It's looking physical because he's doing this. But nonetheless,
Cook.
Nonetheless,
let's
what I'm
go.
saying- what I'm saying is that they looked at, he said, okay, this nigga needs to own his shit, one, because Kendrick never comes out like that. So I get it. This is Metro's shit, but get out of the foolery. Come on your own, drop your own joint, right?
Face me.
And then the fans went and said, no, you need to drop because he's dropping. He said, okay, fair. Here's a Lucy. So it is a warm-up round, more so when he was also baiting him and saying, come out and do it for real. Drop a song. Don't drop a verse on a feature album. He still went first, so that is a warm-up. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
An even better way to say it is push-ups is a call out.
Yeah.
Push-ups is him saying, let's fight, big dog. Come outside.
Look, guys, I'm not debating whether this is a warm up or not.
You're saying
I'm
he should have gone all out.
I'm not all out. I say
Should have crashed
it
out
was-
immediately.
Dog, it's if you're gonna be doing 2 minutes on the treadmill as a warm up, I think you should have done 5. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
But that's to
it's
you, though.
No, I agree. Cool. That's subject. I get to valid. This is everybody's experience. That's how we started it off. Like
Facts.
it's everybody's experience, right? And what I'm saying is that, Fox, when you say something like, no, this thing, it's not on his own song. It's just a verse.
Yes.
I can't take that, right? Because I have to lean on precedent. Precedent is basically we need to judge future acts and calculate them on what's happened in the past, right? It's what we do sometimes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the past informs the future. Sometimes the present. You know?
Sometimes.
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 Yeah,
Sometimes.
for sure, for
right?
sure. I'm
Right?
with you.
We talking about a guy that went off 2 tracks on an opponent from a tweet.
Yeah.
Like
Different
he did
situation.
He did that. So
Different
you telling me
situation.
he cannot treat a verse that's going at him and that's a blazing hot song that's outside.
But
and
did
he
you
can't
catch-
treat that, and he has to say, "Nah, that's not enough. You need to make
But
your own."
That's why
But you catch what I'm saying.
But okay, can I please just get him?
Get him.
Like pause.
It's a one v2, nigga.
Which is why I made the point I made about he understands who he is dealing with.
I can take
He
that.
could make that play with Meek because he had absolutely no fear, he had nothing to consider. Meek ain't got it in him like that. Meek ain't got it in him like
So
that.
said,
He
let's wrap
can't
it up
play the
quick.
same thing with Dots.
Okay,
Come
Dot.
on, let's be for real.
We
He
have to
can't
be for
do that
real.
with
Now,
Dots.
pause that on being for real, right?
Okay.
The sentiment when he was going at Meek was that Meek was gonna kill him because Meek had battle history. So we
No,
can't.
he
say-
didn't feel like
He
that.
didn't treat it that
How
way.
The narrative was that.
That was the narrative. That was
Yeah,
the
but
narrative.
he knew better.
But
He
here
didn't treat
we
it like
also
that.
still informing narratives right now
Okay,
because
no,
this is
but-
the guy that's not battle tested,
Okay, wait.
right?
Let me
But we're
challenge that
speaking on
before you go
how
any
his
further.
choice.
The reason I want to challenge that is because we are judging the man himself's play, not the narrative.
Yeah, how
So-
he looks at the thing.
So when we judge the play, we are judging his calculation, not what the narrative is. His calculation in dealing with Meek was, this is not a threat.
he ain't got it.
But in dealing with K Dot, it's not the same fight. This guy can actually give me a fight. I know that for a fact. So I'm not going crazy on the first thing, especially because I know he is just as calculated as me. I can't do that. So best thing is to say, big dog, if you want this smoke, come outside.
But your
So
mans-
that's first round.
your
I'm
mans-
initiating the fight. I'm slapping you. I'm not starting the fight. You're saying he should have just started the fight with
Oh,
a punch.
Me, I'm just saying precedent, right? Is one verse, right? How many verses is infrared?
What do you mean by
No,
that?
no, I'm just asking because I'm going on
It's a
precedent.
different fight. No.
Nah, nah,
You
nah,
don't
nah, nah,
fight.
nah, 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 nah,
No,
nah,
big
nah.
dog.
That's how your
No.
man say it, right? Nah, nah,
Nah.
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 Precedent. Your mans can jump
don't
out and do a
fight every
duppy
fight.
off of one verse. He did that off of one verse, and not even one verse. Two bars? Huh?
That's Pusha, bro.
Okay, and he came
That's-
out like that, and
okay.
Pusha's Pusha, and Pusha showed him.
Okay,
Pusha
Fred,
showed him.
Come
and
on.
Pusha's
You're
He
making us
respects
take long on a
Push.
point that's not even worth it.
Beg,
Like,
bed.
for me, the fact that, like, I can't believe you're even fighting this point. Like,
My
the thing
point is
you
this,
fight
Zinger.
every fight differently.
Okay.
Like, that's just it.
Okay, but the
Like,
metric can't be. I'm just saying the metric can't
What
be.
I'm saying is you fight
You approach
every
every
fight,
fight
differently.
differently.
So when you start setting precedents, it doesn't work because Javante fighting Ryan Garcia is not the same fight as him fighting Frank Martin. He can't
to
go into
approach it
that fight
differently.
the same way. You approach the fight differently depending on who you're fighting.
That was our point.
You direct your strategy of the fight dependent on your opponent.
I can
and
agree.
that's why I'm saying for Meek, he felt like no threat.
Let's
I'm
end
gonna
this now.
handle this and I'm done. And he was right. He calculated that precisely. Now, with the Pusha shit you're bringing up, he played the same play, miscalculated. Pusha had
Had it
other
in it.
shit for him, and he got scorched for that.
Alright.
Which is why he would play a different play now.
Because even going against a
Penalizing
more
him for
calculated
playing
human
a different
being.
play is crazy.
I can vibe. I can definitely vibe with that. My point still stands, and this point is gonna stand, dog. I think that warm up could have been more active. That's it.
Disagree. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
fine. Then let us know in the comments.
The comments are gonna cook. Hey.
Yeah. We'll go. They'll go crazy because both sides are active on the net. So then, K Dot is taking a while because we're all now. The battle is set, right?
Yeah. You're on the
Well,
clock.
the first thing you guys do is make all sorts of excuses.
I'm not one of those.
No, the song is not on DSPs. He didn't claim the song. Oh no, he didn't.
Then he
No,
claims
I
the
just
song.
have to expose the
Expose the
K-Dot,
landscape.
Yeah,
The
fans.
landscape. Yeah,
because
100%.
both also the fan activity matters.
Yeah.
in-
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely
whether
does.
people said whoa or no, it matters, right?
Yeah.
In the battle. So the fan activity and the reaction matters.
Gang.
K-Dot fans already on his nuts, protecting him.
Doing gymnastics.
Even though K-Dot himself has said he is ready for this fight, but still they feel they need to know he can take,
Can take
3
his
months
time.
if he needs.
He can do it on the album. We can wait.
The
This
same
is
people
K
who are
Dot.
saying, Drizzy, he called you out. You have to go right now.
And he did exactly what you guys said.
Double standards right there, but okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead. So the boy comes out, he says, to taunt even more and to put even more pressure and more fire in the siege.
What's up?
Here's Tailor Made.
Oh, beautiful.
After how long was Tailor Made? How many days was it?
It was like 2, 3.
No, it wasn't like 2, 3. It was like a week.
A couple.
Almost a week.
Was it
Because
almost a week?
Almost, but not a week.
I
'cause
think
it
it
was
might
like,
have been a week. You
like
know
4
why?
or 5 days at
Because-
most.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. It wasn't
It
like...
wasn't like a long stretch from the push-ups to tailor-made. I think
It
it was like a
on the-
3/4.
No, I think it might have been a week because it was on the weekend still. It was on the weekend still.
What's
Nonetheless,
a week? 5 days or 7 days?
Okay, it's between 5 and 7 days. All right, cool.
Yeah, but it wasn't 7 though. It didn't take that long for him to do Tailor Made. That's
All right,
what
let's say, but it's
it was
between
like 4 or
Nonetheless.
5 days at most.
Yeah.
But okay, whatever it was, right? So he puts out Tailor Made.
Beautiful.
Yes, let's hear your take on Tailor Made.
Bro, now Tailor Made was dope.
Because you and I got on the phone. I need you to say it on fucking camera. Because you niggas don't want to tell the truth.
No, you see what I'm saying, and everything that I'm saying is true to what I said to you.
Yeah,
You
say
know what I mean?
it on the mic.
No. Tailor Made, beautiful, dog. I thought Tailor Made was fun. I thought Tailor Made was creative. I thought Tailor Made was dope.
what do you think of people trying to now say no, he's disrespectful for using the pack
And
the
trying to
They-
slope.
paint it as
No,
corny
no, 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 no.
too.
Saying it as corny.
In terms of corny, I don't think it's corny.
Like,
I
come
think that was
on.
amazing, bro.
Disrespectful. That's subjective. You know what I mean? That's
It's
that
a
that
battle,
goes.
nigga.
Yeah, that
We're
that
at
goes
war.
about.
Disrespect
Shut
is the
up
You know what I
with
thing.
mean?
that.
You know, like they that's like if people are really like married to like their, you know,
Principles,
not even
morals.
principles, just like the image of Park and whatnot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Cool.
But
That's
also, we
them. Like,
understand why Drizzy used
no,
the
no,
Pac voice.
dog. You talking to a person? I love.
Yes, no,
Taylor
I'm
Made.
saying us sitting here.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, yo, this is your idol. You,
I'm saying that to debunk that narrative. It's
yeah,
like,
it was a nice
was a
him
bullshit
move.
using
narrative,
that
yeah.
matters because this is a person that really matters to Dot.
100%.
Bro, and even on a
Snoop is a
creative
person
level,
that is really matters to Dot. These are people that are pivotal in Dot's story.
yeah.
No, 100%.
This is why Drizzy picked these people to play with their voices on AI.
100%.
And the only reason he's even making this song is to apply pressure to say, Big Dog, come outside. Secondly, to say, this man has to wait for his boss to release before he can engage in this beef. That was the intention of putting out that song. That's why it's called Tailor Made. It was to
Yeah.
put out it was to paint that narrative of, yeah, big mans
wait
can't
for
even
Taylor
come
Swift.
outside immediately because he has to wait for his boss to do her first week. Then only he can come and fight. He literally says it on the song. Come on, don't make you
yeah,
look
like
like
you're not in a
you're not at
feud.
war.
Dog, I love that. I love that joint, dog. I love how it's written. I
That's what
love
I'm
how
saying.
he kept that rhyme scheme. I love
Bro,
how
for me-
I'm just
conversational
debunking
it
the
is.
narrative.
For me, I hate it that people turned it into that because what that does is now it takes away from us watching the battle. People want to speak about how it's wrong to use Pac, and that's bullshit because that was
Fuck outta
extremely
here.
creative. Like,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen that. And to use AI, something that is new in the world, something that has never been used in a battle rap perspective, to be the first to pull that out as a trick was amazing for
That's
me.
a great move.
Like, no matter, even if it wasn't Pac or whatever, just the fact that you went and thought about that to use another person to speak to a person, like just that whole angle for
embracing
me,
the new technology.
for them to discredit that is crazy to me. That
The
was
same way the
creativity.
memes were effective in the
In the Meek
Meek
shit.
battle.
Yeah,
I
no,
think because
100%.
memes were new then as
Yeah.
well.
That's dope.
And they
Bro, I
played
thought that was
those on the
crazy.
screen at the show.
Look, two conversations can happen at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the AI stuff with artists is a sensitive topic. Like it is whatever. But this is a battle is like it's like just different rules.
It's a
dog.
completely
It's like-
separate thing.
It's just separate rules.
It's not a
about
feature.
feelings. It's not about you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like in normal conversation, we're not talking about wife beaters and like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
not at all.
we're not doing that. You know what I mean. And it's like
Yeah.
and we're not going and somebody that's not. But now it's in this arena, dog.
Yeah.
And like it's basically everything it's
Go crazy.
table ladders and chairs, right?
Everything, dog.
That's what's happening. That's what's
No
happening.
rules.
You know what I mean? It's basically like that. You know. So
Yeah.
for me, that chat, like I really didn't even.
You were never one
I-
of the ones who partook.
I did not even.
I
care,
respect
but-
you for that, 'cause a lot of people didn't do
for
that.
real, dog. Because it's just like, yo, man. For me, it was just like, even if you remove the voice filter, and he said,
The
yo,
shit
I'm talking,
being spoken,
yes, the-
Which-
it's being
which
spoken
happened, by the way.
Yeah, it did, and it's still fire. Me, Taylor Made, dog, like Chef's Kiss, dog. Like
Yeah.
I love the beat. You know what I mean?
Also,
Like, I
even
love
to
the
go for the
beat.
West Coast
You know what I
beat,
mean?
for the
I-
Dre beat.
dog, I
crazy.
love that. You know what I mean? Like
Crazy.
I love it. Like,
Approach wise,
great
10 out of
move.
10. Yeah.
Dog, for me, that was
Approach-wise.
a great move. I mean, it even took me back. Like, it was just like, yo, doing voices. You know, there was this battle rapper back in the day, Supernatural. You know, and there was this battle that I used to listen to as a kid, like it was Juice versus Supernatural, and Supernatural knew how to imitate voices. So in the battle, he was like, "Juice, here's a little message to you from Biggie," and then he goes into the Biggie voice, "Juice, you whack with it, really need to quit it." He did that, and that was like,
And
the
make people go
crowd-
crazy.
Crowd goes crazy.
So imagine if someone ran
You know
that
what I
battle
mean?
and said, no,
why you
it's
using
bad
voices?
for him to
and
use
Juice tried to
Biggie's
use that
voice.
as a rebuttal. Like he's trying to freestyle and he's doing voice. Nobody cared, bro. That
Because
shit
it's
was
dope,
fire,
bro. It's
you know?
creative.
It was
bro.
creative. It was fire, dog.
It's
Like, you know,
fire.
So only the K Dot dick riders feel that way.
nah, Taylor Made is the one,
We
bro.
can officially establish
Taylor,
that.
and it's even a bop. It's sad that it.
Yeah, it's a pop. It's sad
Yeah.
that it had to be taken
Yeah.
down, but that's your man's feeling away.
That's.
But he's at war. He has
That's-
to do what he's got to do.
Hey,
have
you
to
see, that's
respect
the.
it.
You know what I mean? You know.
That's the what?
I mean, it was the state that did that.
But
And
But
obviously
your
the-
man's
but
putting the
apparently-
call out there.
There's not apparently. Your man
Apparently
said
they
that,
prompted it.
but the lie is entertaining if it's a lie. The truth is also entertaining if it's the
Exactly,
truth.
we don't
there.
know.
We don't
We
know.
don't
That's
know.
what man said. But
So
we'll
what's
take
going
it-
down in
we'll take
history
it
is
as what-
that man's putting
He
the
put in the
call.
call.
which is actually okay because that's part
Because
of the
he's
chess
at
move,
war,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
that's-
If Jay's telling Summer Jam this nigga's not going on stage
With the
that's-
life-size dog.
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
check
Part of
for
the
him.
move.
That's him.
So we
so
get
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So either way.
So that's fair.
But
fair play. But the move
Tailor-made,
itself,
dope.
tailor made
dope.
up, right?
Up.
Up
So
for
then-
sure.
Taylor Swift drops, does her 2 million.
Did
She does her
2.5
2
million.
million.
Crazy. 2.5 million. Crazy.
So the Kendrick's boss gets out the way. You know, she
Yeah.
does her thing. So then she allows him. She says, okay, she puts in a call. Dot, you're
Can
free
drop
to
now.
go to war.
Yeah, but Dot was still on the charts though. Still, like shout out.
Yeah, thanks to Drizzy, of course. But yeah, so his boss says, come outside, big dog, go and fight. All right. We appreciate Big Dog. He comes outside, Euphoria.
Bow.
Nasty work.
Hey, I won't lie.
This
You-
for this
you
for me
niggas can
is
can
by
get in
far
there.
the hardest. This is the hardest one. Like when you put the way you put them together, right? This is the hardest one because Euphoria for me is just it's insanity, bro. It's just
Fire
beautiful. And I guess it's one of those that's just like, yo, this is the one that's and this is the point where I was just like, yo, I think this thing is gonna go down to preference, right? Like when I was listening to Euphoria, that's when it hit me. It was like, yo, because I listened to push-ups, right? And I was just like, I had my reservations. I had there's some joints here, some bars, but he could have done, you know what I mean? And that was just like, this is from this ear. But the Drake ear was like, yo, this is the one. You know? And I felt like that's what was happening with Euphoria, because my ear was just like, yo, this is the one. But there were some Drake ears that were like, nah.
Yeah.
And I could understand it.
I can't understand it. I won't lie.
Just like I could understand in terms of when a Drake fan tells me like you didn't feel push-ups, like because it was the same energy, and it's just like I can't explain why it's so
You
fun.
gotta be a rap fan and not the niggas fan. If you're a rap fan, let's talk to the rap fans.
Let's talk-
the
I guess-
dick riders,
Alright,
let's put
aside.
the dick riders
To the
aside.
side.
We don't give a fuck how they felt.
Aside,
We are here to
Rap
judge
fans.
as rap fans.
Euphoria for me as a rap fan was just like me being a kid in a candy store, dog.
It was
He
surgical.
cooked.
Like,
Surgical.
Big Dog
Bro, I
cooked
was
on
like,
that.
what the hell is going on?
You went
bro?
crazy on that.
This was like, and for me, it was just
It
like,
was chills. I don't lie.
dog, like dropping it on. It was.
It was chills.
Chill.
When I was bumping, I was like, this is crazy.
Nah, this nigga's.
I had to ask myself, I'm like, does Drake really calculate who's really is going up
who
against?
he's really fighting, yeah.
This is gonna be is not even the toughest battle. It's like, hey, this is of all time. You're gonna be your hardest opponent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, that one for me, and even then I was like, I was fearing that. Is this nigga doing too much? Like, is he doing too much of the
Did
Too
he
early.
do
Like,
everything?
Is he
yeah.
doing too much? Like, that was my worry. There was just like, and some people felt like that. It's like, yo, y'all, because people were dissecting the bars and bringing all sorts of all the new meanings, every entendre with the meanings, and
Even
then people were
meanings
like,
that K Dot didn't have, by the way.
you see, there was those, and there was just like, nah. But dog, I was just like, man, for me as like a rap fan, it married the rap fan and the K-Dot fan, like, because it gave you some of those art Easter eggs, you know what I mean? And then he still gave you just like the hard-nosed
Yeah.
bars that's just like, boom.
like
You
I'll
can
be
get it.
clear, dog. Like, sonically, I've never like been the super biggest Kendrick fan, right?
I hear.
Like, but I'm a fan of rap and writing.
Yeah.
So I don't miss anything Kendrick says. It's just that some of his
You may not be a fan
songs,
of the joint.
yeah, just
100, I
sonically,
can
I may not
understand that.
enjoy the vibe, but I know
But you can
exactly what he's
hear him.
saying. Trust me, I'm not missing nothing.
Yeah.
So on Euphoria, that's how I was grading it, because sonically, I just felt like, Ish, Kendrick, I really hope he doesn't do this the whole battle. Like, he goes to this pocket of his and these slow things. I was just thinking, like, you're competing against a different nigga. Like, I just want the tempo to be a little different, because I've heard Kendrick in that bag too.
Yeah.
When Kendrick freestyles, like in his freestyles, his tempo is vicious. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was praying, like, Ish, I hope he doesn't drag it out like this the whole way, like this sound. But like Euphoria definitely give it a real,
You
real
mean
dab.
when the first bit of when you heard the
Yes.
first bit of Euphoria?
And I won't lie.
Yeah, when it kicked off, I was like,
Yeah,
had
that
the
was scary. It
I
was
had
like,
the
oh,
same-
no,
I had
big
the same
dog.
sentiment.
I said,
literally,
please, dog.
I
Oh
had
my
the same
god.
sentiment. I was like,
Oh,
Can you
But-
imagine listening to it for the first
Dog,
time
the
as
first
a dog
time I was just
fan?
like-
I was just like, yo.
I was just like, Ish, this battle might bore me.
And
too.
that's what makes that record even better.
Yeah.
Was the fact that he pump faked that hand to say, of course that's not why I'm here. And then went, whoo,
Yo.
whoo. And then as soon as he went, B, I was like, no.
See, for me,
I was like-
in
I
battles,
was
I even
like-
mark those things. Like, I grade those things. The
Same.
fact that you started like this,
Same.
which made us feel like, oh man, and then you flip the
That's
script
what I'm
on us.
saying. Like, that's
Same.
an
I grade those things. I think
Ah,
that shit is beautiful.
great
Fox,
move.
100%. I'm
when
with
the
that.
beat went, dip, dip, dip,
I was like, oh,
That's when I was
shit.
like, oh
like,
shit,
oh,
it's real. I sat up. I literally said, I was like, okay,
shoo.
okay, it's on.
And then went, B. I was like, oh,
That's
my
when I knew, I was like,
goodness.
okay, he came
He's
to the
bringing
fight.
out the actual Kendrick that, and then started cooking.
Went crazy.
Started cooking. Of course, we're not going to sit here and
Dissect
get
the
into
entire-
all the bars and dissect, because then we've already done that throughout the whole weekend on the net.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man.
what we do know is he cooked.
He went
Bet.
crazy.
Should I bleed him bet?
Nah, he went crazy. I'm not even gonna care.
Euphoria as a record also
Crazy.
is fire.
It is, dog. I was just like, yo, man. And this nigga went like 6 minutes and some change or whatever. I was like,
That was the first 6 minutes and some change. And so for me, that's exactly why also I put the round in that way, because that's why push-ups is the, okay, I'm calling you outside. Euphoria is the, okay, I'm coming outside.
I'm here.
Here's 6 minutes of my time, big dog. You called me outside? Here I am.
Give you six.
Now deal with me.
yo.
And because you added pressure when I still had to wait for my boss,
Hey, man, I got my boss.
that's what happened. It goes down in history that way. No, we
all
can't
in the
skip
paperwork.
that.
It's all in the
Unfortunately, K-Dot fans, we can't skip the fact that he had to wait for his new boss. That goes down in history.
It's in the papers, though. It's factual.
It was facts, because he literally dropped a week after Taylor's first week. So that's a fact. So apart from that, Big Dog came out and cooked.
Went crazy.
And what I enjoyed even more about K-Dot's round, of course, no Diddy.
Hectic. That one is mega
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's super crazy.
Flagrant.
Absolutely no combs on
no
that.
comes
But
on any level.
what I enjoyed was him, even though he had such a fire record, still compensating for Taylor Made by saying, and also here's quarter past 6.
See, yo, man, that one. You know what I love about that, right? Like this, like with the why you call it Korapasi?
Come on. That's caught up. If you read that time, if you see
You can't-
616,
no one says
if someone
6:16.
asks you for the time, what time is it right now? And you see 616, what are you gonna say?
616.
No ways you call time like that. You're
You
an
call
adult.
time like
There's
that?
No ways. You're a grown man. You don't do that.
Behave yourself.
Like,
That's
what do
quarter
you
past
mean?
6.
You know what I mean?
So
That's
at
quarter past
23 minutes
6.
past, you didn't say 25 past.
Yeah.
At like a 23-minute
That's
past.
the
That's
best
not
disguise.
25
Let's
past.
not talk about how I'm gonna say it. Whatever. Because sometimes when you have like a digital, it tells you what I'm gonna say now. I'm gonna
Yes,
say
of course.
you're
But
reading
that's
only.
why Farx's question is so important, because if you see 6:26. That's not 25 past.
25
It's 26 past. You one of them niggas?
No ways, then.
Fret.
No ways, not for Kendrick. Don't do
I
this for
have
Kendrick,
too
though.
much faith in you as a man.
Homie, what's wrong? Anyway, we digress.
Now you can't do me like that.
Also, he's an intellectual. He can't do this.
Exactly.
He's lying.
I can't
Guys,
appreciate
He's lying
that.
for Kendrick, though. Trust
Guys,
me.
I
It's not
can't
a diss to
appreciate
Kendrick.
that.
Just 6:15. Not a diss.
You
No,
know
I'm
how
not
to
saying
call
that-
time. We were taught how to call time as kids.
So I'm calling time accurately. How is that weird?
No, you're reading what you're seeing.
Reading.
You're not calling time. You're reading 16 or 18:26 or 18.
Singer, you wilding. But we move.
It's 6:15.
There's nothing wrong with either, dog.
That's fine. Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
As an
Okay, so
intellect,
give us
though.
what you are giving us. Pause. I'm mad at you for that.
I'm super mad.
hey, Zinger,
He's
dog.
an intellect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Let
an
me that
intellectual.
dog.
Come on.
That's why I'm calling time accurately. And
Nah,
see,
you're
I'm a
not
student.
calling it accurately. You're reading.
This nigga wilding, dog.
There's
Anyway,
a difference.
but I
Calling
digress.
time and reading is different.
Yo,
But it's fine. It's fine. We'll do this another day.
let's rock.
Yes.
The Euphoria artwork, right? I love how it gave the definition of euphoria, right? And you see on the last part, it was just like they were in a euphoric state.
Can I please disturb this?
Yeah.
You know why? Because I feel like this comes into the chess moves discussion.
Okay, cool. I bet. Cool.
Because
Let's do the artwork
then we'll discuss all their moves and
Alright,
everything
let's
they
leave. Okay,
did
with the artworks
as
and whatever.
moves. Yes.
I bet.
When we get to criteria.
Yo, man.
Sorry.
616 dog is like
Yeah. Also timing of when he did it. Because we didn't expect it.
dog.
Because we felt like Kendrick had given us enough.
100%.
Because of how fire it jammed.
100%.
So impact wise, even to wake up and then he gave us another one
Yeah,
was
crazy.
Like it felt like this guy's writing some sort of murder mystery, bro. The way that he was structuring the joints. But yeah, we'll get to that, dog. But like that, like just the intro of that joint. Also, you know what I mean? Like the sample that he picked for that is just fire, bro. And then obviously the bars. You know, K Dot is not gonna shortchange you on that, dog. Like
we know that for a fact.
like, he's not gonna shortchange
And
you on that.
he proved
And
that when it mattered.
he came through, bro. And he still also, you know what I mean? Like, came through with those melodies in the beginning, you know, somebody's lying. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, cool. All right, something is happening here.
And he also then was pressing Drizzy to say, nigga, you come outside. You nigga, you drop that thing you got on there.
Let's hear. We know you
I'm
got
here.
something.
I'm here
That's why
now.
I'm saying both these niggas knew who they were playing with. Like,
I can give you that, yeah?
like Dot knew that, oh, this nigga also doesn't have like one or two.
Yeah?
Not for me. He knows who I am. Like,
Bet.
he's also somewhat ready to, especially with the antics. Like any of them saying you're being frantic and acting like it's just a play, but it's like, you know, the nigga has it in
Yeah.
him to go with you. Like, this is just for
It's
the
not light
narrative.
work.
Yeah, it's not light work for either of these niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
So that's round two.
Yep. And round 2 is a tough one, man. This might be the toughest one.
Because if we do Euphoria versus push-ups, of course Euphoria is
The upper hand.
chin and neck above
Head and shoulders.
Yeah.
head and shoulders.
And shoulders.
Yeah, I'm being kind by saying
it's head and
chin
shoulders.
and neck. Head and shoulders above push-ups. Like, yo, when push-ups came out, like, I'm outside, like, a lot. Like, and of course, I'm on this side, so I tried to just jam it once and move on, but it was like, it was jamming even outside. Like, that's when it eventually, I was like, hey, nah, this
Nah,
nigga,
it's up.
it's up right now with this shit. Like, so then got up past 6 and Taylor made.
I think I'm gonna. You see, that's why it gets tricky. That's why I'm saying it's a tough one because, from a rap perspective, like just like the bars, I'll give it to quarter past 6.
Yeah, Dodds, because Dodds is a better
Yeah,
lyricist.
yeah. You know, like he was Yeah, he painted like a fun picture, right? But in terms of the whole product and how, you know what I mean, it's just like,
How it was presented.
yeah, Tailor Made was fun.
Yeah, I
man.
don't lie. I in that one I give it to Taylor Made
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, because there's more put into tailor-made. There's
Yeah.
more even in the presentation
The presentation, just
because you add the AI
even
and then
using
you
that Taylor shit also that a lot
even
of
the
people
tailor
didn't know was
because
crazy.
you only had that room to capture the moment to say
Yeah.
this nigga's waiting. That means he had just found out that the reason why this nigga is not immediately coming out is because he knows Dot is ready. He said it at the end of push-ups. It was, yo, I know you have a record. I know you ready to go. So he knew Dot's ready. Him doing that is to put out in the narrative that this
gotta
that's
wait
why
for-
I
you gotta
can
wait for
sit here
Taylor.
now
Yeah.
and say it. No, he was waiting for his boss because of the song Taylor Made. So
Yeah.
what that song did
It was crazy.
Yeah.
was crucial and mattered.
Do you give any credence to the Korapa 6 being tailor made, actually, like in a sense?
On the production
Yeah.
level, this is when, for me, I feel like that's when the Dot fans start reaching. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but
It was
like,
cool.
For me, it's just like,
on,
alright.
like now
Yeah,
we're
same
like,
here. I was just like,
now we're literally like just looking for
Aight.
things to praise this man for. Like,
I was like, yeah, I
Like that was it's cool.
like that's cool, but
the beat was
like,
dope.
I wouldn't feel like it was a yo.
like
Nah,
that's
it
it.
was
beat
cool.
was dope.
Like
Still.
now trying to squeeze it into the
Yeah.
entendres. I don't know. I feel like that's.
I also felt I was just like,
I feel like that's
aight,
twerking.
That's like,
Yeah, it's a bit of a
guys,
reach.
yo,
That's
let's
cheeks.
keep
You're
it.
moving your cheeks if
Let's
that's
keep
how
it
you
to the
feel.
bars.
Behavior.
You're
Let's
playing
keep it
with
to the
your
bars.
cheeks. Be a man.
No, let's keep it to the bars. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
let's keep it to the
I
bar.
do
So,
think, yeah,
but now, obviously, that's in the same round. So, in the round, packaging both, who wins the round? Drizzy has push-ups and tailor-made, and the man has Euphoria and
So for
Quarter
me,
Past
dog,
Six.
me it was tough. Reason being that in the first releases, I give Kendrick for the
Euphoria.
Euphoria over push-ups,
Mm.
but I give Drizzy points for the Tailor Made over the 616.
So you made those a separate round?
No. I'm saying that's why it's hard for me to pick a winner because they 50-50 in that round.
But what I'm saying is, now if you package them, this man gave you this package and this man gave you this package because the packages verse each other
Yeah.
in this round. Which package is more potent?
pause. But
Crazy.
No, gee.
are we allowed to give both points?
We're allowed to do whatever the fuck we like.
I'm giving them both points for that.
You
one.
feel like it's 1-1 on that
Yeah.
one?
So
Yeah,
it's
I won't
like,
lie.
yeah.
And
it's
if I had to
1-1.
choose, I think I'd have to go with Drizzy.
If I had to choose, I'm gonna go with.
And
with
I'm
Dot.
gonna be honest,
But
and
it's really equal. I
it-
actually wouldn't go with it. I would still keep it equal, bro. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna be
even lie.
honest, and it's against my standing to be honest. But if I were to have to lean to somebody, I would lean to Dot, yeah,
On the second.
because of the potency,
The pen.
yeah.
the
The pen. Because
potency.
Taylor Made was fun, man.
It was
It
crazy.
was just like
It was
we
dope,
had like,
and
oh snap.
it was
oh.
a great showing,
Yeah.
and it was potent for what it was meant for. But the potency of how Dot came in that round, egregious. No,
crazy.
Diddy.
Crazy, dude.
Yo, that's the
How
I
he
don't.
came in that
Can you
round.
even know Diddy some shit like that?
That was flagrant, but it is what it is.
But
We here.
but that's the wording, no?
yeah.
Yeah, like how
Yeah.
how
How he showed up.
Yeah, how, thank
How
you.
you showed up.
How you showed up for sure.
Thank you.
That one is not even flagrant. It's getting ejected. Yeah, out the arena. Just,
Red card. Yeah.
it's not even a
Get him
flagrant.
out of here.
How he came in the round.
Get him-
Anyway.
yeah, nah, that was nasty.
That was nasty work.
But yeah, how he showed up.
Yeah.
Like, because also the timing, like, I feel like the timing of Tailor Made wasn't as sexy as Quarter Past Six. Like, it didn't have the same Oh shit, it went
Yeah.
again. It
Yeah.
didn't. Even though the reason it didn't is because everybody already hates him and wants to see him lose. So him making more effort, they are taking in as, oh
Inspiration.
look, he's spiraling and whatever.
Spiraling.
It's like, no, he's putting on pressure, but still we have to consider what happened in the room. If it didn't hit in the room that way, then we have to consider that.
Facts.
And TaylorMade didn't have that, and Quarter Past Six did.
Yeah.
When Quarter Past Six came out, it was like, oh, he went again. What? That's crazy. And then
But-
he's also talking that shit.
I wanna just add on to that. The reason why I think it also wasn't that punchy is because this is something we've also seen from Drake. We've never seen Kendrick do the back-to-back shit.
Precisely.
So Drake
Thank
has
you.
done this before. So it doesn't have the, oh my God, he did. So for Kendrick
That's fair.
to come
Fair.
back
Okay.
immediately.
I love that point. Then the draw is, because of that stance, then the draw is fair.
Not fair.
Because Drake can't possibly have that impact. He's already done it
He's
before.
done it. We have back-to-back. That's why
That's why
back-to-back
even you
is-
ask him to play it the same way here is like, I've already played that play, so
Yeah, it's
that's
not gonna work.
hit
No,
the
no,
same way.
I hear that. I hear that.
That's the only reason
So
why
the
I
draw
think
in this
that-
round.
Yeah, I think the draw.
But if you had to edge, I understand you edging Drizzy, and it's understandable if anybody edges towards
Dot.
Yeah.
So that's a swing round. How about
Yeah.
we put it that way?
Yeah.
Swing round, depending on how.
That's a
How
super pause
you-
also.
It
The
was a
swing is
mad
Yeah, the swing round
the
is
swing
also crazy.
also
there.
crazy. 'Cause, you know,
Mad.
but I said it paused the whole chat. Like
Yeah, we
talking
about
rounds
to-
and
we about-
battles and nonetheless,
We're gonna
yes.
have to, yeah. So
Yeah, this
okay, next round is then a crazy round.
Yo.
Pause.
Yo.
Family Matters versus Meet the Grams. First thing to do though is for us to Family Matters comes out. What's your initial feeling?
I was going crazy.
Yo,
course.
Me, it got me so lit. I hate how man, I wish I had time to experience
Do I have
Family
a
Matters
cushion?
in isolation.
Like one man.
No, like not one man, but just concentrating.
Oh,
on
yeah,
just
yeah, I
Family
get you.
Matters,
Just
dog.
Family
Strictly
Matters.
that and not having to bounce around.
Like,
other shit.
I won't lie, bro.
You big dog.
Because just like
Crazy.
the way that it happened was just like crazy, and that's just like merit to how much of a moment this is. Like niggas
Yeah.
is waking you up with it, because this thing happened in the AMs, bro.
AMs, big dog.
Crazy.
I'm proud to say I
AMs.
watched this battle all live. Dog.
Dog, that's
I wasn't
crazy.
sleeping. I knew.
Dog, that mean they woke me
You're
up. Like
catching
6,
everything on
Every-
time.
as
man.
it
6
happens,
a.m..
ooh, I'm seeing it. Oh my God, it's on.
6 a.m. Dog, me, I'm catching that.
When you wake up, like,
Niggas calling me.
Yo!
A phone call woke me up, bro. Like
Nigga, get up.
dog, it's hot.
It's lit.
You know, shout
The
out
streets
my,
are hot.
my nigga Zero woke me up like, yo, wake up, dog.
it's lit.
Drake just responded, dog, and
And
the
he's
man's-
cooking.
and the man's host, and I was like, what? Like,
Oh, and the man
yeah, so
also,
now
by the
I
time
missed
you woke up,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I wish I experienced it in isolation, like, yo,
To get to really enjoy it.
And
to
it was the same experience for
really,
me.
really enjoy it. But like, bravo on that one, man. Like, yo,
Crazy.
come through with the video, the visuals.
So,
is
okay,
crazy.
maybe let you and I get out the way. Are you saying you heard Family Matters before?
Like
Meet the
proper,
Grams?
live,
Yeah,
live.
I caught it live. Like
And what was
I
the
lost my
feed?
shit. I lost my shit.
Was
Like
here's the boy, he's
I-
outside.
those were my exact words. Like literally. Like I was talking to even niggas on the phone. I was like, this is the boy. This is the
Here's
boy.
the boy.
Because this is what I expect of him, one, but also to really hit it this way, like approach wise, you know. And I think I love the fact that he really got into it the same depth that Kendrick was going in. Like, if you're really gonna take it that far, then let's go that far.
Yeah,
and the
get
fact
into
that
it.
I like that he never was shook or stepped away when people kept saying, "Hey man, you made the mistake of talking about this man's wife, Pusha T, and this is what he did to you. Don't do the same shit with
And he
with
doubled
Kendrick."
down.
And he said,
He
"Nigga, fuck
tripled
all
down.
that."
Yeah.
Went down to even saying his kids is his
Said,
man's
tell
kids,
little man come outside.
bruh. So
Tell the small man come see me.
Dave Free doing him dirty like that. That shit was crazy for me because there's also what made Family Matters crazy is we all don't really know Kendrick's life. You know, it's different to a star like Drake because a lot of shit comes out. We know his life. He puts it out. Kendrick is more like
He's a
reserved.
hidden man.
Yeah, we don't know shit. So to hear like such different perspectives of the man, whether true or not,
Yeah.
you know, the shock value was crazy for me. It was like, what the hell? You know. And then moments later, Meet the Grahams came out, and I didn't bump it immediately because I was still running the other. Because I was just like, let me run it, because then I don't want to be.
Yeah, because the man, you already know the man's gonna disturb you.
Yeah, so I needed to actually about really indulge. So I tapped in, then I went to Meet the Grahams, and then I don't know, man. Meet the Grahams didn't strike me
Didn't hit you like that,
the
like
way.
that.
Surgical still pen wise, you know he's a
Of course,
killer. You
he's
can't
a killer. Yeah,
like
that's
guys,
what he
when
does.
I just wanna be clear, like when I say it didn't hit, I don't mean like
Yeah.
the shit
his
he was
pen.
saying.
No. I mean like when I hear it, because you must understand songs are also just sonic, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Bet.
You know how the beat drops, where it is, all those little things adds to how you feel in the moment. And
Delivery matters.
yeah, delivery
That's
matters,
why
bro.
I.
1000.
That's why I made the analogy of the even in an actual battle, like in
1000.
during the smack. It's like if the thing, no matter how lyrically impeccable it is, if it didn't land and the crowd was standing there
yeah.
like,
Like yeah, we get you, but it's just
Hollow the
okay.
Dawn. Hollow
Yeah.
the Dawn versus Joe Budden. Joe Budden is
Yeah.
like the lines are fire, but he sounds like he's
Also,
reading it.
you know what's an even better one? Because that feels like a gimmicky battle. Like that's kind of trash. Hollow the Dawn versus Loaded Lux.
Loaded Lux.
Because Loaded Lux lost that. But lyrically, he didn't.
But the thing is, that one was a when it
Lyrically,
hey, yeah, that was a nice.
Lux's pen is
Think about it this way, Doug.
100 times better than it was the performance and the moment that
Yeah, 100%.
that Hollow the Dawn won.
Perfect. Hey,
Yeah.
that battle.
So it's like that.
Look at it this way. Like for me, I always say like I'm bringing to South. Look at a composure and a back to and what was it? Dust to
to
dust,
Dust.
right?
That's- yeah.
Cass is saying the craziest shit about the brew. But just the sonics, the
energy and
was
all
just
of
like,
that.
yeah, no, it's the type of song you can listen to in the beef like once a time, but you can't bump it. So what makes the composure more potent is it's not because he's saying the craziest shit.
It's gonna
how I
keep jamming
feel.
forever.
It's how it feel, even when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? So those things matter, and that's what for me Meet the Grahams like lacked a bit. I was just like,
I hear you, man.
surgical, but
I hear you. I don't give a lot of points or power to the replay element of something.
To
you
the
know what I mean? Like,
Sonics.
no. The Sonics definitely, right? It's just like how you deliver it. Does it sound? Is the flow like you know?
Okay,
and I think,
yeah.
I think with just to digress with Dust to Dust, I think that's what people had a problem with. Like, it's just like the delivery of it. You know what I mean? It's
But he was in a beef and he was angry. He was addressing the man and he said disrespectful shit and he put out gossip about the man that we didn't know.
Yeah, but
what boxes
all
is
the
not
pointers
taking?
that should make you win, but it
Yes.
didn't.
for me, it was literally the
It's the
delivery.
sonic.
It was the vibe, the vibe of it, the flow, dog. Like it was just like, yo, man, like you saying these things.
Dog,
You know
I'll
what
tell
I
you
mean? Like,
something.
you
Or you're not-
aggressively
you're not-
saying them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just
Like,
saying
there's an aggressive, but I'm one of the people that think people give that song a bad rap, man, because. Yo, man, it had some.
'Cause he
joint-
It
did
has some
some
shit.
shit.
Like I'll give you
and I even spoke
perspective.
to R.I.P. even man. I was like, man, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I wanna
touched
give
him a
you-
bit.
I wanna give you
because-
perspective on
Sorry,
that.
let me just close that and then give him perspective because that also was the song that officially attached the coca stigma on
to Forbes.
Forbes, and that matters in a battle.
That matters. Yeah.
If you change how people see another man.
for sure.
So that is the cocaine, like him being the first person to say, "Yo, the man is on coke," and then people saying, "Oh, that man is on coke." Like
It's a really
that
powerful
matters.
thing. Yeah, it matters.
That matters.
But in the moment, in the room, it didn't feel that way.
Yeah, no,
But-
100%.
yeah, because we all were just enjoying composure too
Yeah.
much.
But to give you perspective, like with the that's what that shit. Like I think Beef is a way better song than
Yeah, Beef
Beef was
crazy.
crazy. And he's not saying the most disrespectful or anything, but the way he
Really?
sounds,
What?
the way he sounds on Beef.
Nah, he was talking that shit on
that,
Beef.
For me, that's Casper's
Also,
best.
he's talking. Casper was talking down on niggas. You're
Yo.
talking down to niggas.
Yo, go back to that
matters,
song, bro.
That matters if you're talking to
for real.
somebody.
I've never even heard Casper sound that good, to be honest. For me,
Damn.
like
really?
the way, the comfort, the
Yes,
way he
nigga.
sounds.
Let me be honest. It's not like
He
I'm
made
not
it sound like
disagreeing.
light work.
Nah,
Light
no.
work.
Just to be clear, I'm not disagreeing with this. It's just that I haven't gone back to Beef like that. Like for me,
I played it like last month.
But
I
how
listened
did
to
you
it.
feel when you heard
When
Beef?
I heard it, I listened to it and I was like, all right, cool. This is interesting. This is dope. That's it.
And how did you feel when you heard Dust to Dust?
Yo, Dust to Dust. I felt some way, dog. I felt the way.
you felt like Forbes. You felt like you was
Yeah, I
cooking,
felt like this could be a long day for Forbes, but I had to go. I went back to composure, and then you know,
Yeah,
you
you
got-
got,
you got
lost.
half-day.
You got lost
yo,
in the tea.
Yeah, yeah. But I wonder, was streaming like a proper thing back then?
No.
It wasn't, right? I wonder how that would have fared in like the era of stream where you can,
But
you can
that's
go
the
back
thing.
to join. Because
That's-
you must think about it like this, like because Casper was saying a lot of catchy shit there, but just some of it maybe my people might feel it's misplaced. Because I even remember like I'm filling up the dome in a few, bro. You kidding me? You opened up for Jason Derulo. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. I was laughing.
Trust
dog,
me,
like,
that song is potent
And
as
for
shit.
me,
Just-
you see what you're pointing out about the streaming. That's why when people even try and compare the eras, like
No, 100%.
it doesn't make sense because
can't.
if
Nah.
the streaming was there then, like how impactful the things that were happening
there,
then,
it would be crazy.
it would be.
Wow.
But
been
that's
wild.
a convo for
Yeah, it's a
another
convo for
day.
another day,
But yeah, to-
we've digressed.
Yeah,
To
digress,
wrap that
but
up,
meet the grams. You
it
feel
goes
like
it goes back to that. That's the reason why I referenced this whole thing. It was just the sonics of how I felt with Meet the Grams. It's like
Yeah.
the shit he's saying is potent, but in the room it didn't hit me. Like when I go back and I obviously go through the shit, it's very surgical. You put on a clinic, but yeah, I just it didn't give me.
yo, man.
Go ahead, K Dot.
Dog. But you see, that was that's why I'm saying with Family Matters. It's
You
just
wish
like,
it had more
I
time.
wish I could spend more time with it. I know I had like some qualms with it, like, but it wasn't like a pen qualm. It was just like a target qualm. I was just like, dog, please focus on this one target, dog. Like this man gave you 6 minutes and another 5
But
or whatever.
also- He's
I
still in
hear
the
you, I hear you,
20v1.
I hear
K
you.
Dot also took
we on-
time to
we on
shoot
me.
at the J Prince family, but nobody brought that up.
Nah, but that's literally linked. That's literally linked to the boy because the boy is linked to it. And
Yeah,
so
but
on
K
some
Dot
extort
came out
tip.
with all these niggas too. It's a
Nah,
20v1.
Nah, if he dissed the boy with Future and Metro in one, again. Now there's now Weekend Lena Sabakena Lena like and Weekend is
But
getting
it's a
time.
20v1 for the
Like
boy.
Weekend is getting time. Dog. Like why are you spending time on this nigga?
But you
dog?
know why also? Because on socials,
you
they
finished-
pressurizing him to say, no. Address this as well. Address
But
that as well.
Fox,
Okay,
on
cool.
push-ups, you already did that. That's my thing. You already dealt with these niggas on push-ups, and they didn't say anything else.
But in the other joint, didn't he say, oh, y'all niggas too, I'm peeping y'all, it's coming. Like, I heard y'all. Ross been dropping on his own. So he
Ross
just gave him
dropped,
a
he
little
has to address
something.
the niggas.
I'm here for this fight.
This penalizing is...
I'm not penalizing. I'm just saying I was just like, yo, man.
But you guys are penalizing him for addressing the other niggas.
He has to.
It's a
He
20v1.
doesn't have to. Nobody would dock points for him not addressing those
That's what
niggas.
they were doing before he said something, because they were saying,
But people are
Bro,
looking to dock points on
Hey,
Drizzy
man,
for
me, I'm-
anything.
Me, I'm not. You guys
Think
for
love that.
anything.
You
We've
guys
been
love
seeing
that
it all
narrative.
weekend. You can't
Hey,
pretend like it's not
hey.
there.
it's hypocritical.
I'm
The
We've
double
been seeing
standard
this
is
the whole
crazy.
weekend.
Dog.
The double
They're
standard is
killing him
crazy.
for
You know,
any
dog-
and everything.
Like what else are they killing him for, dog? Like I
Any
swear.
and everything.
and
Yeah,
everything,
you
bro.
niggas
Think
say
about
any
it.
and everything. You can't say dog,
Nah, come on.
Dog, think about
Bro.
this. He said, niggas were saying, Sharp, you don't get to everything this nigga's accused you of. You haven't said nothing. And then he says, okay, cool. Now let's go over this shit. Let me
that
address
shit-
this thing. Then when he addresses, now you're addressing
that
this.
thing is
It's like,
weird.
that's double
For me-
standard.
For me, that thing is weird. That
It's
thing
super
is weird.
weird.
Me, that thing. And like I said, maybe I'm viewing it from a different lens because I don't dog points for yo, you didn't address this, you didn't address this, you didn't, because then I'd be like, yo, they still talked about your ghosts. Why aren't you talking about your? I don't care about the ghosts.
But you know what's tough for
but
them?
you didn't address the ghosts. But we don't care about them right now.
But
even
it's
though
been
it's like
evident that-
even though it's a dead horse, but it's been brought up again. It's like.
But it's evident that this battle is also happening on the socials. And the two people that are rapping have to tune into the socials. Whether it's be other podcasts, they have to pick up on what the narrative is. So they're also checking to see, okay,
both of them
niggas are saying
did.
I'm not addressing stuff. Then let me go address it because I'm going to lose if they say I don't do this, right? So let me go do that. And then when I do it, they say, now you're telling us about this.
I not dog, but the target one, like maybe you guys can educate. I didn't see people saying you must still hit at this one, still hit at this one. Baba.
No, they're saying
we here
address
for this game.
allegations because Ross is
No,
talking
the-
about BBL Drizzy, white boy, his nose, the
That's-
culture
He
vulture
had
shit.
to
He has
address
to
the
address
fact
the
that
stuff.
he's calling me a white boy. This kind of got a ring to it.
Dog, like man,
You can't say he didn't have to address it.
the bullets to Future. Like you already hit Future once.
He had no bullet. He said, "Future."
I don't
It's weird
understand
because
why
we
we
never
have
been
smoke.
through it. We never been through it.
'Cause we have no
That was
smoke.
weird. Cool. We move on.
Why is he addressing it again? He addressed it in push-ups, dog. He told you. He gave you your first.
Because
number
he
one. I
was
handed you.
closing at
I
Family Matters.
I handed you your number one. I handed you what.
Okay, but
whatever.
also in perspective, Drizzy was closing at Family Matters.
No, he wasn't closing. There was another vibe that had to come for Dot. Ba 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 ba.
No, we
That
mean
was
with the
flow.
No, I'm
Extras.
saying he was closing in the battle. He was because he literally closes the song with "You're dead" and I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
So that shows
And then,
that
pa,
he
pa,
was
pa.
saying that's why he's closing the whole thing. He dealt with K Dot. Also, out of
yeah.
the 6 minutes,
Yes.
he gave K Dot 4,
Yeah, I need more.
5.
I need more. I need more. There,
But he
I'm
had
like,
to
guys,
address the other shit.
No, he
though.
didn't have to, guys. Nobody was gonna penalize him for.
They
for,
penalizing him right now.
Guys, me, I'm not seeing this. What do they say when they?
But you're
penalize
not on
you?
the
Bro,
net,
go on the net.
friends.
Go on the net.
You're avoiding
Let's
the
go.
net.
I'm gonna go,
Go
off
on the net.
Y'all need
Bro,
to show me
you're
some
too
things,
late,
dog.
dog.
Hey,
It's
hey, now I must
unfair.
go now.
So
I'll
much
give you
has
like one
happened.
small example, dog. Like K Dot's stressing one topic and stretching it out over 3 songs. They
Bro.
have no problem
We
with.
still have to address that. Sorry,
Bro.
gentlemen. Let's move on from this because we also don't have all day. You know,
Hey,
we are
oh,
shooting this at night.
Oh shit.
So,
Hey,
what's
Baba, me, I,
let's
me,
call
me, I
it-
dock points for you. And these multiple targets.
Shooting
I
at
want,
other
I
niggas.
want other niggas. I want other niggas.
yeah,
right?
that's pretty convenient to
Hey.
dot points for a nigga who's dealing with
My
a
nigga,
20 v1.
my
He's
nigga.
dealing with a 20 v1.
I'm not seeing Dot saying, "Hey, when I Lupe."
He's not dealing with a 20 v1.
He's not dealing with
Lupe.
Lupe
Lupe is saying, "You a bet."
not on record.
But he's not
Not
rapping.
on
No one
record.
dropped a
He's
song.
not rapping at him.
Drake is the only one against that whole side who's dropped a song. No one is dropping a song in support
All
of Drake.
of them niggas dropped on
Not
records.
a verse, not a feature, nothing.
K Dot has the luxury to only deal with one man.
The Weekend gave him 1 bar or 2 or what 2. What? And
He's
then
on
now-
their
But
side.
he has
He's on
to
their
talk
side.
about it.
I
There's
don't
a
know.
whole motion.
Twice. I don't know, man. He gave us push-ups where he gave the shotgun approach. Cool.
Guys, be
now,
fair,
Me, I
guys.
want to snipe.
The
And I'm
machine
being
gun
fair.
be
approach.
fair, guys.
Shotgun is like one shot at a time.
But that it can hit.
Machine gun, you're shooting at everybody
But
at the same time.
We
Let's
call it
be fair,
shotgun
guys.
because they that sort of it can, you know.
Only when it hits the target, no?
Yes,
Doesn't
when
it
it hits.
spread when
Spreads
it
when it
hits?
Let's go. What do you want? Gatling gun that's going like this. That one. Yeah,
Even the
Gatling gun.
Uzi can.
Yeah, going
But
like
for
that.
me, I'm
going
saying
kamikaze.
niggas need to be fair, though, because when he doesn't address the other niggas and what they say,
Bro.
because it's not about the other niggas per se, but what the other niggas are saying. Like a Ross. Ross is saying stuff that is serious. He's dropped 2 songs. He's saying stuff. He has to talk about that. Because when he chose to mice the niggas, everyone came back to say, yeah, but you're not saying
Okay,
anything
guys,
about this.
We've said this. That's fine.
Cool. We're not gonna agree on
Yeah,
that one. Cool.
We can agree to
Cool.
disagree
Sharp.
on
There's
this.
me.
There are sides on this
family.
shit. and
Family
this is-
matters. Family
We
matters.
land on different sides.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's fire. Like I can tell though, this is the one that people are gonna mess with this one. People are gonna play this one or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Meet the Grams
Yeah.
spooked me out, dog. Like I'm one of the
Spooked
people that
everybody
I was
out.
just like, my brother, this is too crazy. Like this is
was creepy.
You push the envelope. This is when I feel like my nigga really now he's pushing the envelope a bit too
It's
Yeah.
on this K dot
Nah,
shit.
right now is on this. So this one is just gonna be for us. Like I was just like, yeah, my brother, they're gonna step on you for this one. They're gonna tell you about
And
this
they did
spooky
step
beat.
on him.
You know,
They did step on him. The response
Yeah.
was like,
well, you had some nice response. You had some nice responses from people.
yeah,
You had like, you
his
know,
dick riders loved
no,
it, but
no,
like,
you had
come
like
on.
you had like Gilly coming out like, you see now K Dot, this is the one.
Because
Wow,
he
wow,
thought
wow,
the
wow.
daughter was real.
And even the daughter verse, the
Otherwise,
people,
he was saying
people
the
gave
same
so
shit.
much.
He had already said that shit.
No, he hadn't. No,
It's
he
just a different
hadn't.
angle, but he's saying the same
Nah,
shit.
yeah, like you know when
What
he
hadn't
was,
he said?
you know when he was talking to the son, dog,
Mm.
and he was talking. Now he was just talking about, dog. You move like a non-great stand-up person, like that.
He already said that on Euphoria.
Like what? Like what?
He
He's a
already
terrible
he's
person.
already calling into question his character on
Like what?
Euphoria.
Dog, this is calling.
So
This is
beef is
calling
about
you.
his character.
Very
Literally,
very
it's
for
just
keeping him
taking a
legit.
different angle, but he's
Very
still
true. I guess you can-
attacking the same thing.
We can talk about those angles, right? But you might be facing us at one point, right? But you putting together other mechanisms and other examples of that. Saying it just like once is just like, it's just
But
like
you're
saying,
saying the same shit, though.
dog, it's just like saying, okay, cool, this guy's driving the wife beater narrative throughout, right? That's this thing that he's driving
That
throughout.
wasn't the only thing he drove throughout. That wasn't even on push-ups. So it's not throughout. That's cap.
We can
It's
go
not
ahead.
on push-ups.
Listen.
That's a fact.
Listen.
That's not on push-ups. The
Listen.
day free shit is not on push-ups.
This man's not letting me cook.
Cool, big dog.
I'm on the stove.
I'm just
I'm on the stove.
debunking the
It's
cap.
okay, cool, right? Because you admitted that push-ups was a warm-up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now when we going into the meat of the vibe, pause.
Yeah. Shoot.
Big pause. This is the one narrative that sticks, right? That he's carrying out throughout, right? But he keeps the same angle. This dude, why I'm saying it's kind of different, it's just like, dog, it's like you saying, oh, okay, cool, this guy is not a dope dude because he sleeps with his boys' girls. He lets niggas piss on him. He does all of this. All of these things count as some sort of way of making you look at this guy differently.
Of course, but
Right.
he had already said that
No,
is the
he-
only thing.
He did not
He's saying
say
it from a
that, though.
different
He did-
angle.
Okay, maybe
He's
we'll,
expounding,
we'll
but he's
argue-
expounding on a point he's already made.
We'll argue on the semantics.
That's all I'm saying.
We can,
And what I'm saying is facts. You agreed with that.
yeah, like we can call
He's
the semantic.
expounding on something he's already said.
We can call that the semantic as it is, right?
Yes.
But to another listener, it's different things. It's not a different crux, but it's different things. No.
Yeah. To like a lame listener, but this is the culture chop. This is the culture chop, though. We're holding the
Aight,
high
bro.
standard.
Alright, bro. So anyway, meet the grams. For me, the daughter verse wasn't even the best one. For me, the son
It was
verse.
the only, but okay. So we look at reaction.
Yeah.
That is what got the best
Not-
reaction.
Not.
You're not on the net, big dog.
Nah.
On the nets, that's what they were jumping on. Trust me. They didn't even go that crazy about him talking to his son.
Bro, everybody was like, yo, if this guy starts a track with Dear Add-on.
Yes, of
Dear
course,
Adonis,
that's
and then they're
fire.
going on, yo, imagine, and people had memes
What's
of,
the biggest thing they
bro,
spoke about
People
at
had
the
memes
song?
What
of-
was the biggest thing?
Listen, people had memes of Adonis
Okay,
turning
but
18
what was the
and
biggest
having to listen to
thing?
that.
But what was the
biggest
biggest thing
from
of the
that?
song?
From
It was him
Meet the
having a
Grams?
daughter.
What, him
Keep
having
it a
dog-
bean. Keep
cool.
it a bean.
But I'm saying,
I'm only asking you to keep
What
it a
was
bean.
the
Here's the-
biggest thing? Not
here's the bean. Here's the bean.
Yes.
The bean is people like the shock value of the fact that there is a daughter. I am saying, Zinger,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
the best verse is not even the daughter letter.
yes, for you.
That's
I think the second
Doug,
verse is the best verse.
Doug,
Like
the one to
with
the
with the
moms.
folks, yeah.
Yeah, with the folks. The
with
moms
folks
both
one was
Sandra
crazy.
and Dennis.
That's crazy. For me, like if I would rate that, even
Scathing.
even
Went crazy.
the verse,
Scathing.
the letter to him for me was even fire as well. like
at the
doubling
end,
down,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
and
yeah,
then the
yeah,
way
yeah.
that the construction
Yeah, the
for
last
me,
verse was crazy too.
fire,
Yes.
fire. The
Yes.
construction of Meet the Grams is
Yes, but what we're saying stands also
from the
is
shock value
that
perspective.
Yeah.
I'll give you
because
that.
we're talking about now what happened in the room. Because in the room, yeah, the other shit he had already said it. So yes, it was fire, but what made that round fire was, oh shit,
Oh.
there's a daughter. That's what made the round fire.
Yeah, the
Was,
daughter
oh
is.
shit, there's
Hey,
a
maybe
daughter.
because
So
maybe
now,
that t-shirt, yo, man. Like I was just
so
like,
who did we give that round to? Pause, no titty.
woo.
Damn.
You had a
Sorry,
crazier
gentlemen.
pause
This
than
is a
that just before
historical
this
moment
one.
in
You heard
history.
it.
We gotta
That one
cook.
was too crazy.
Hey, no. But that one is gonna go to Drake, dog. That one is gonna go. It's gonna go to Drake because this
Even
one,
though
that one,
Dot trumped on the release, because then Family Matters connects mostly in retrospect.
100%.
Because in the room, Dot didn't even let it connect. He punched that shit
I
out the
hope they're
way.
seeing how fair you're being, by the way. We're about to get Drizzy the
Dot
dub, and you called it
immediately
to not-
punched that shit out the way. So
But I was
even
gonna give
though
him the
it's a
chest dub,
better
not the
record,
I get you.
yeah,
you're gonna give him
the chest dub, not the track dub.
what's the chest dub on that?
Play,
he,
like,
he played
the
the,
play
way
on
he
him
the play
trumping the
on yeah
release.
trumping it.
But that's what I'm saying, Woodsy. But that's then for Dot.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly
Oh,
what
so-
I'm saying. I
so
was
you're
saying
saying
in the round.
in the
You're
round,
saying for
I was gonna
what
give
sonically?
I think Family Matters.
Yeah, of
right?
course, of course,
But
of course.
in terms of the move, the chess move,
Yeah.
I would give it
He's
to
saying
Dot.
the point that you're bringing up
Yeah.
about him trumping
yeah.
the release.
Yeah.
So
He's
who do you
giving
give
it to
the
the-
round to though? Because that's everything inclusive. Who do you give the round to?
See now, Zingo, we're not gonna go to the chess ones now.
The thing is, that's what we've been doing though with all of them is who we give the rounds to. When we start touching on the criteria, then we decide why we gave that person that round. But that comes, who did you give the round to though? In that round,
Yeah, I think
because
still,
the moves and
I'm gonna-
and how you dissect it in your criteria
I'm gonna give it to I'm still gonna give it to
to
Drake
Drake
by just a small margin, man. Just a
giving
small
him the edge.
just the edge. Like it would be equal, but I'm giving him the edge because of also the effort behind like what
Or
you
with the
call
presentation.
you know the
Yeah,
presentation
I give
was,
it to
was
Drizzy too.
amazing, dog.
Yeah.
You know, from artwork to the intro on his Instagram with the buried alive flip. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because that counts as well.
Yeah,
For sure.
And then the video with all of the stuff that he's talking about. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
chains,
yeah.
the rings,
All of it.
Everything.
the good kid, Mad
Good Kid,
City
City
car. You know
van.
what I mean? I
Yeah,
found
the
it weird that he
presentation
finally
was
put on
better.
a FUBU and then went to New Hope King, whatever. But,
Killed it.
but
Killed that round. Don't get it.
I'm gonna give that one to Drake.
I agree with you.
I'ma
I
give
gave
him
it
that
to
one
Drake
too.
too.
Yeah, I think it's fair to give that to Drizzy, even though chess wise it goes to
Nah, chess wise is
Dot,
Dot.
but it's fair to give it to Drizzy because of everything you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially because then the daughter ends up being fake. And also the cover, which was part of
Dot's
which
shit.
was a huge part of Dot's presentation for Meet the Grahams because
Mm.
he warmed it up from 6:15 with
Yeah,
the
with that
zoom
glove.
in, and if that was the setup, that because those things were allegedly from Dennis's suitcase
Mm.
that was stolen, and which is the shit that was planted for Dot along with the daughter
These guys are moving
for him
wild,
to use.
Crazy flip.
That being that chess move, that's why Dot ends up losing that round. Because then it's like
The
a
chess
lot
move,
of
yeah.
your effort is null and void.
Yeah.
Yeah, but within the time, I still give the chess play to Dot. But overall,
Yeah, within the time-
I
Yeah,
still
within
give the
the time,
chess,
for
chess
sure,
play
for
to
sure.
Dot because it did do
For
some,
me,
some
on
sort
my
of
This is in
side-
hindsight. Yeah.
For my side, in the room, I actually disagree with you niggas, which is crazy. I give it to Dot because we didn't even get to feel Family Matters.
Very true. I won't lie, man. I won't lie.
In the room when it was happening,
I won't lie.
we didn't even get a chance
Nah,
to
nah, I
feel
won't-
Family
Duh,
Matters.
I agree.
Giving that point to
I agree.
Drake is like,
I agree.
yeah, but how?
I agree. I hear
That's
you.
only after spending time with the song.
100%. I hear
Like I had
you.
even
But
said, I had
in
to
the battle,
wait
because
to
in
listen.
the battle is happening in real time, so we have to judge when we're judging the battle, we're judging real time. But when we come back and then do retrospect, we're judging from now outside the battle. Now we're watching the battle. It's
Yeah, in
already
the room,
happened.
definitely trampled
But
the shit.
in the battle, we didn't even get to feel Family Matters. If we're keeping it a bit.
Very true. Very
Because the
true.
man immediately went, nigga, fuck that. And that alone, before we even decide how we feel about the song,
The move alone.
the move alone trumped the Family Matters.
That's so true. But
You had to go sit in
Fa-
your own corner with Family Matters on your personal time to say, oh, this is actually kind
And
of
actually
fire.
give it a chance.
Yeah.
yo, but
So,
if you go like
okay,
that, I wouldn't give a
then
point
let
to
us
Drake.
know.
Then that's the thing.
Huh?
Because if it's like that, I wouldn't. There's no clear point for Drake in my books. Then, if I were to look at it like that, that's my thing.
Yeah, but you didn't look at it like that.
That-
You went with
yeah,
Drizzy,
I
and
went-
that's documented now.
Yeah, no,
So that's fine.
I went with Drizzy.
That's fine. You made a good call. I appreciate that call. Last round. Now, once again, and I have to mention this because it matters before we even compare the songs together, is the fact that then Kendrick again pulls the move of, oh, now I'm not done. When you wake up, there was another one. Crazier.
Next day,
Crazy again. Crazy again.
I was in the club when that shit dropped. I left the club, I went to the cards.
And you had to go see the
like I was on
us.
my phone. I'm in the DJ booth. I'm in
You had
the
to go people deep,
I
deep,
saw
deep,
when
deep.
Kendrick drop. I said I'm coming
Deep,
back.
deep,
I went to the
deep,
car. Mid club.
Like us. Initial reaction.
Me lost my shit. One, because my whole problem with Kendrick in this battle was that
The
give you a bop.
unpalatable music.
the music, like you're killing this nigga, but do it in a better way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he did it right on time also. Right on time.
Yeah,
At
the
the-
timing was perfect because it's his victory lap.
That's what I was about to say. It felt like a victorious type, superhero. West Coast, I'm here. I'm the savior. We up. We won this whole thing.
Also, the fact that it's so West centric makes it intentionally a victory lap to say we don't even give a fuck about this battle or how y'all feel.
Yeah.
Now we're just out here
That's the West
dancing
Coast.
to the fact that
We're dancing
we
on this
just
nigga's
went
grave.
to war.
Yo.
Yeah, we're dancing on this nigga's grave. And for
Hey,
him to
man.
unify the West like that, for Kendrick to even have a song that's moving people like that, like the West Coast feels like they back up. And I felt that impact on play. When I heard that song, I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
impacted immediately.
I was in the car like, oh,
It went
my
straight
God.
to TikTok. It
Dog.
went straight
Dog.
to
I said,
viral.
oh my God,
Viral.
Dot did it. I said, Dot did it. That's
For
how
me,
I felt.
that's personally when I was like, okay, I now give him the dub.
Yeah.
Even though I'd already know, okay, because of you can tell from what I said from the last round, I already felt like, okay. But I was like, him putting
moment.
this at the end of the shit and it being what it is
Drake's my goat, but at that very moment,
my guy.
I knew, like when I was playing that shit,
I
I
felt
said,
it
nah.
in my heart.
And I
Yeah,
know, I
man.
was like, this is what I've been saying to people I've been talking to, that if K Dot just does this, even once or twice, you beating him at his own game. Because now Drake can't even come back with this type of joint too. So you're also fucking up his moves.
Oh.
And even if Drake tries, it won't be
just
what
won't work.
what it won't be what Not Like Us is.
Nah.
That's what
That's a
makes
winning move.
the move of Kendrick trumping the Family Matters release even more important. For me,
100%.
that's the greatest move in the battle. That was the best move because Family
is.
Matters, had he let it breathe, has
It
the
is.
potential.
Has the potential. He had to
It's
step
potent, great
on it. He
song.
had to step on it.
Him stepping
you know
on
what
that
Kendrick did? It's this
was
thing-
his best move.
He had
It's this
to
thing in
step on
boxing
it.
that niggas do, that if you're about to get hit, right? If you swing,
It's a counter.
I punch your arm instead of ducking. I punch your arm. It blocks your thing from coming, and before you get time to throw, I've thrown the next.
Yeah.
So that was the move. It's like, hey, this one is dangerous. Put it
Yeah.
down, and then I hit you.
I dog, yeah.
And for
That was a
me,
great
that's how
move.
I read the whole battle. I read it as a fight. That's how I read battling.
Yeah, for sure.
period. It's like it's a fight. You're
is combat.
engaging in combat, and even the type shots you take matter.
For sure.
So now we're gonna go into our criteria, and we're gonna have to try and make it quick because we don't have that much time. But
Damn.
looking at now lyrically, musically, and what was our criteria? Lyrically, musically,
T,
chess play,
unfortunately.
and the T.
We didn't even get to the T. Thank God.
Lyrically,
Hey,
I hate that, dog.
lyrically, punching wise, if we're gonna use the fight narrative, the boxing narrative,
yeah.
Kendrick throughout landed the harder punches. Do we agree? Yes or no?
I agree, and I think beyond landing it the hardest, I think he outpunched him. If we score,
Also outpunched
he
him.
landed more punches.
Damn.
I think he outpunched him.
You know, man, when I came here, man, I was like, yo, man, I gotta
You thought
get
it
my...
was a 2v1.
we are
Yeah.
truthful niggas.
I was like,
We
yo.
are true hip hop niggas.
We are for the
I was
culture.
like, yo.
We are for the
I
culture.
was like, man.
Triz is
What?
my goat, by the way.
He
but we're being fair.
outpunched him,
He outpunched him.
and landed harder punches than him.
He landed way more punches than Drake
Lyrically, we
landed.
go with K Dot.
Yeah,
Consensus?
Yeah.
yeah.
Musically, what are the best songs to come out of this battle? The Sonics. So at the top for me, we have Family Matters, Euphoria, Not Like Us. That's my top three.
Chronological order.
It's a bit chronological. I haven't because I'm still there.
No,
I'm
it's
still
not
letting them
chronological.
settle.
Oh, I thought you were saying maybe sound-wise for you, Sonic. You think
Chronological
Family
is
Matters
time, you
is
must remember.
Oh, chronological. Yeah, what's the right term? Yeah, when he said chronological, I thought about them. Like chronological. What do you mean? Like, is
those
it
are
in
your
order?
favorite? Is that, yeah,
Yes.
in order of favorite.
No, I'm asking. The reason I say chronological is because time-wise,
In
I'm
the
trying
time.
to look. Yes,
Oh
'cause-
no, I'm saying those are my top songs from the battle, from everything. Now,
Okay.
when we look at sonically, we're looking at all songs considered.
Okay.
Who put out the best songs?
So those are your top 3 songs in the sound in the battle when it comes
Songs.
to Sonic. Yeah, the songs.
Songs.
Yeah.
All right,
Family
me-
Matters and what? Euphoria and
Family Matters, Euphoria,
And
Not Like
Not
Us.
Like Us.
Top 3 songs from the
I
battle.
mean, my top 3 songs: Not Like Us, Euphoria. Then, oh my word.
You can be who you are in front of the camera. It's all good.
I think he's
Be your
thinking
real
about it.
self. No, he wants to put a K-Dot song. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I can't count like that, so it's fine. Family Matters, yeah.
I was gonna count like that.
Yo, Like That Man is actually.
I was gonna
Nah,
count.
that round is not for the battle Sonics
You see,
because
that's why.
that wasn't a battle.
Alright, so better.
That's
okay,
where it
cool.
started, but that wasn't the actual
Nah, then,
meat
yeah,
of the battle.
Definitely. Yo, number 1, Not Like Us. 2, Euphoria. And 3, Family Matters.
Yeah, I think my list sounds like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Not Like Us is at the top for you also.
Yo, Not Like Us,
It
dog.
bangs out
Bro,
there.
I don't think
Bangs out.
people understand, man, because I love
Bangs
West Coast
out.
music like that. Like, dog, there was a time where I was just listening to like YG. Like, I've got a whole YG and that sort of bop type of playlist, dog. Like, that's
Why you could appreciate Taylor Made.
I love. That's also why,
Yeah,
definitely,
because it was in that pocket.
I love the West Coast sound, bro.
think
it
for
makes me
me-
so happy. The regional sound, and I kind of feel like that's also something that was a card in the deck that Drake didn't have. You know what I mean? He didn't have the regional bop that he could tuck in from a culture bop perspective. You know what I mean?
That's
you know?
a great point.
So and Kendrick definitely weaponized that. You know, and he had
Yeah,
the
he
city,
took it to his city,
Yeah, he
yeah.
really did have his city energized.
Also,
Ground
the
advantage,
West
too.
also moves that way.
Yeah, and you can see again, like from the chess play, the way he did it. Now he really gained some sort of affection from them by even just saying, "Yo, people hate the West." You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, they hate us, so I'm standing for us.
I'm standing
Even
for
him
us.
saying shit like,
Facts.
I'm standing for. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
Drizzy
let
should
Pac
have
turn
done
in
more
his grave.
sick
You know what I
shit,
mean?
man.
Like I really feel
You
like
should have done more We the Six
like
shit.
definite. And there was just some things by sheer luck that happened for Kendrick as well. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, no,
restaurant ish.
everything was on his
Like
side.
it was just like, yo, why is this restaurant booming? And then the owner's getting interviewed, and he's like, Kendrick, good guy. You know what I mean? It was just like,
A
snap.
lot was on
You know,
Kendrick's
you know what I
side,
mean.
yeah.
So I do think that Homeboy should have. He needed to activate his culture, especially in a time where they're calling you this culture vulture, and then you just show them, well, aye, this is how we move in mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But he didn't do that. You know, he didn't educate us with yo, this is
With
the
the
sixth way.
six, yeah.
You know what
You
I
know?
you know what I think about that whole
Because
like,
there is no 6-way.
the way I think about
Maybe.
the six thing is that like I think it's that sound that him and the Weeknd created,
I-
right?
I
So
thought
I
you
don't
dig
think that
into
shit
that,
would have
dog.
worked in the
You
battle.
don't think so, dog? I
In the
think,
battle, you feel like
I
you should have
think-
sung.
I think, yeah, he did the drowning move. Like,
Nah,
like
the
let me
six
remind
sound is
Nah,
you.
that
they
40.
They
That
would
like
have. They would have killed
they would have
him.
killed him. It was
But there
never gonna
must be
work.
there
'Cause
must be
that's what the
something
six
else,
sounds
dog,
like.
Because
That's a
this-
setup.
It can't be one dimensional.
That's a
I refuse
setup.
to believe that a six sound is one dimensional.
That's a
bro.
It's
setup.
not, but the
He
most
couldn't have gone
popular.
there, though.
The most, it's like with the West. The West sound is not just that sound. You know, there's other pockets in the West, but that's the most popular.
Maybe, but there are other ways. It doesn't
Like-
need to be sonic. The way that you weaponize your heritage.
In the lyric,
Yeah,
he
you
could
you know,
have did
you
it.
could have
there.
you could have
Yeah,
did it.
I'm saying it in
You
the
know what I
Sonic.
mean?
It was never gonna work.
You know what I mean? Like
They don't
homie,
have a Sonic.
They even beat you to the slang, sort of. The Crody. He beat you to the Crody. You know what I mean? Like it was just like
Yeah, I mean, he did the West slang in the Tailor Made
But-
when he called him nephew from Snoop's voice. So
Nephew.
he didn't beat him to it, but I hear you.
kind of.
I
yeah,
get what you're saying.
I hear you, but I guess it was more pronounced. You know the fact about TaylorMade that's also a thing is that people breezed through it so much
Because it was
and didn't-
taken down.
But yo,
Also.
you can still
It
find
doesn't
it at your
still
leisure.
exist.
Yeah, but I think it also
Yeah, but
just
the
made it
people
hard
don't
for
love
people.
Drake enough.
Yeah, not in this battle.
All of y'all hate him.
Hey, I hate this. People don't.
All
this
of y'all
nigga's
hate
the biggest star in
Drizzy.
the world.
All
We've
of y'all
never
hate
seen
But that's
a
what
single
made
rap
him a
star.
villain.
But that's what
This
literally
thing is
we've
the
seen this
biggest
past
rap
weekend.
star.
We
Dog,
saw exactly
niggas,
how much y'all
when
hate
this-
Drake.
dog, when this ish was happening, bro, every pod, every streamer was on Drake's jock, the Sanats, the academics.
When this battle
motherfreaking
started?
Rory
That's
and
cap.
Mal.
Yeah, that's
Dog,
full
Rory
cap.
and Mal was twerking
Rory and
on
Mal
his
is the
pod.
only
Yeah,
one.
Rory and Mal were the
We're
only
the
niggas.
only one.
Bro.
You
Dog,
capping.
everybody
It
was
only
against
Rory
Drizzy
and
from the
Mal.
jump.
Nah, y'all need to go back.
Nah,
Bro,
nobody
y'all
was
need
saying
to go
on
back.
Drake's
No
side.
one was on
Dog.
Drake's side.
Okay,
dog.
So Ack wasn't
we
on Drake's side?
digress. We
Yeah,
digress.
that's one person.
We don't have time.
Kai?
Kai
Nah,
wasn't
he
on Drake's
wasn't.
side.
After
Come on.
push-ups?
He wasn't. He said it's a fire joint. He wasn't on Drake's side.
And it
Alright.
was a fire joint. We digress. Let's go. Okay, so chess moves in the battle. Who takes it? Because we did lyrical, gave it to K Dot. We did Sonics. It seemingly K Dot wins the Sonics
Yeah,
also.
for me, definitely.
Chess moves.
Hey, you see,
For me, K Dot wins there as well.
unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
also
close.
gonna
Because the best move was the trumping of the family
100%.
matters.
Yeah.
But also the move of feeding him the false intel.
That's where I was gonna go. Like it's very close for
That
me.
doesn't
because-
matter.
Nah.
This face.
Hey.
Cause you pulled the
See,
face.
that's the part I hated about this thing. When
You
they
pulled the
found out
face.
that Kendrick got done in by that, no one wanted
No
to.
one considered that.
No one wanted to say, "Oh, this, that." It's like, dog, no ways, guys. What?
It's like so
Your man's went out on a limb thing. This is
I
true.
said nothing.
He got fried.
Hey, yo,
He put his
can you
credit-
see I'm saying nothing?
He
Your
put his
face.
credit. You put a
What's
face.
going on,
You
man?
didn't want to give him the.
You were like,
You didn't want to give
okay,
him.
say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say about the Drizzy chess move.
What I gotta say about the Drizzy chess move? It was a chess move, dog. It was
Was
some
it
sort
great or
of,
not?
Whoa, niggas.
Was it great or
Niggas,
not?
niggas.
Hated a nigga to using artwork
Yo.
that went against him.
Yo,
What?
That was set up.
yo.
Do you understand what that would take to convert? That's inception, bro. He made it feel like it's his idea. Guys, stop.
Say something.
I'm trying to, but every time I try,
But
to
you're
say
not
something,
saying
You're not
the
saying
right
nothing. You said
things.
it's a chess move. You're just saying it's
there
a
is
move.
no right thing, Zinger. Anyway, hey, Munna, but Baba Nkaba tell you, mun. And you know, I came here so so peaceful.
Say what you
And
gotta
really-
say.
You gave us the
Really?
dare for being respectful
Really?
and being true.
Really, really,
Be
really
true, my dog.
I was just gonna be like, yo, man, I thought we dissected some other ish. And niggas are talking about the obvious. Like, I cannot deny that chess move. Yes, I can pull a face because
How many
I'm just
points do we put on
damn.
that chess move is my
That
question.
is one of
My
the
thing
best
is,
chess moves
it's
ever.
a great chess move, right? It feels like my critique of the chess move is not even gonna be a critique or who I give the point to. Is people are gonna be like, how, right? There's more effort in Drake's chess move than there is in Dot's, right? That doesn't matter though, because in terms of impact, we look at what
It's
the
about the
impact.
impact
Yeah, it's about
of-
the
yeah.
impact.
Yeah.
And
The man ended
impact-
up going with a cover that was like, and went with a daughter that doesn't exist.
Bro,
my brother.
Like, come on.
those are his biggest things.
They weren't his biggest things.
Let him live. Let him live.
They
Let him
weren't his
cook.
biggest
Yeah, go
things,
ahead,
because
big dog.
we can minus that. Because now we've null and voided the daughter thing, right?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
null and voided it, but still, we still
But
giving
no one
it to
hung him
Dot.
for that. No one
He
hung him
didn't
for
get
that.
enough penalizing for that.
You guys looked at it like if nothing
what must I do
happened.
now? What-
Call
Shout
it for
at
what
Dot.
it
Shout
is.
at Dot.
That's
Call
it.
it for
There's
what
your
it
cap
is.
for
For
right
what? You
there.
fell for the booby trap.
No, he tried to pull a Pusha T and he fucking
There's your
failed.
camera right there,
That's
big
what
dog.
You
happened.
fell for the booby trap.
That's your, yeah.
But
He
you
thought
got
he had
out
a
of it,
push-up,
big
Penalize
dog.
your man.
Penalize
But you got out of it, big dog. I already penalized him.
Yeah,
dog.
not
That's why
like
I'm-
us was
But
a
you
good
saying
get
of
out.
us.
Yeah.
That was a good way
He
to get out of
He
it.
got out, dog.
Penalize him without the butt. Just penalize him and then we'll get to not like
Yeah,
us.
just punish him.
Hey,
him.
niggas.
Punish
hey,
him.
Hey, yo, you fell for the booby trap.
Tried
That
to
was-
pull a Pusha
that
T.
was-
It
And
didn't
it
work.
was great of Drizzy to set that booby trap.
Like I said, great effort. Like a lot of work going into it. Niggas is mad.
You
that I'm
understand
saying-
that Dot actually believed he had him with that.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Guys,
this great, bro.
plot
He
twist.
thought he had it.
Plot twist. Let's play a game of Have You Ever. Have you
Okay,
ever?
so the T.
Have
Nah,
you
we're not
ever?
even gonna do the T. Fuck the T.
Yo.
No, because we don't have time for
We
that
don't have
shit.
time,
And it
unfortunately.
doesn't matter to our culture anyway.
And I love
the
that.
other people can discuss the T.
I love that.
But already
chess
we're
move,
clear that
K-Dot
Dot
took.
won this battle.
Dot
Damn,
won
man.
this battle, yeah.
Dot won this battle.
Yeah.
It was a great battle. We were super blessed to be alive and to witness it. Thank you to both of them for partaking.
Thoroughly
This
entertaining.
doesn't mean that Drizzy was whack in the battle. Drizzy stood his ground.
He was amazing.
also will go down in history as one of them ones because he fought that fight.
He was
never
amazing.
done
And
smoke also.
none of these
As a
other
pop
niggas will
nigga.
fight K Dot either. So
None of them.
they can't even look at him different because K Dot is clearly a monster and has clearly proven that he's really the boogeyman in real life. Is that a safe way to close this
Certified
pod?
boogeyman.
For sure.
Is that a safe way to close this pod?
Certified
Do you guys
boogie.
have a song for us? Play it not like us on the way out.
Yeah, please.
That's fair,
Dog,
no?
You know, I thought this was gonna be like some sort of, yo, Drake took it.
Cause
Yo,
you niggas
K-Dot
think
took
our
it.
whole,
guys
you
do
niggas think
that.
we are whole
Dog.
niggas.
You guys do that, not us.
Nobody
dog.
thought that
You
you
niggas
were-
think we whole niggas. And you niggas gotta show us those doors when you see us in person. How about that?
What? Why this man going off, bro?
Kendrick fans are going too
Play the
crazy.
joint, nigga.
Hey yo, not like us. Definitely the best joint out of this
Fred,
battle for me, dog.
thank
I
you for
appreciate-
coming out.
I appreciate. I thought this was a different
A
vibe.
monumental moment in history.
Hey,
Shout out.
must it on the beat.
Come on,
Oh,
let's go up. To that Drizzy Tears. We love him, but
Don't
Drizzy
cut
Tears.
it!
It's already cut it. Come on. Don't stop to the raps, Fritz.
To the greatest moment in hip hop in this generation.
Hip hop is at the top again. That's my favorite.
Let's
song, by the way.
go!
had the Bible.
God
God
watch
watch
it.
it. I mean, there's too many, dog. Even
You know what's
Too
my
many.
favorite? Just how it was set up, the placement is
Then
just.
I have to go to cell block 1.